Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the one and only the human turret, one of the best ARs to ever do it, the world champion himself, Sam LaRue, a.k.a. Octane. We got the multi-world champion, a multi-champion, a legend, an icon to the Call of Duty space. Give it up for Patrick Price, a.k.a. the Slayer, a.k.a. Aches. Of course, we got the one and only, the executive producer of The Flank. Give it up for Benjay Nassim. And today, we got a special guest in the building. We got the 2023 Rookie of the Year, the Major 1 champion himself, superstar for the Toronto Ultra. Give it up for Scrappy, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. Yeah. Scrappy, what up, man? What up, moron?
What's poppin'?
What's good, man? Hey, thank you for hopping on, Scrap. I appreciate you, brother.
I got you.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
$200 in the raid.
It's $175.
All right, that's
What we talked about. That's what we talked about.
All
Okay?
right.
Fucking asshole. Sam, how are you, bro? You doing all right, bro? Sam, you're muted, dumbass. You're muted.
I'm muted.
You're good. What's up,
Octane's
Sam?
muted.
What's up,
Today it
LaRue?
was horrible. Every match sucked. I was muted. I pulled a ZooMaa. That's my bad.
Yeah, I be doing that shit too, but I'm a moron. Keep going, Sam.
That's on me. Nah, bro. That's all I got.
That's
My
all
mood
you
is
got?
depending on what I watch on the day, and my mood's terrible.
Today's day was fucking probably one of the worst days of the CDL we've seen so far. Would you guys agree on that, or have we had some even worse days than that? Because today
I
was
think
pretty
there was
bad.
a pretty
We had a
bad. There was
couple of
one
two-match
weekend that was
Fridays.
bad, right? Like in
Yeah.
the stage 1 quals, there was one weekend that was fucking terrible.
The two-match Fridays are worse than this. The 3-0-3-0s are just like,
Yeah,
Plug in,
we'll
plug in
obviously break down the matches and go through it, but we're also doing community questions today in the Discord. So if you're in the chat right now, you want to come in, ask a live question, just command Discord in the chat. You can join in there. Scrap, you got my Discord, right? You got that?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, just get ready to join in there. I didn't say we got a stage in there, so when we join in, we'll be taking questions from people. But Ben, how are you, Ben? You doing all right?
yeah, I'm doing good. Went and had lunch this morning before I turned my stream on. Watched Formula One. That shit was boring. And yeah, today's matches were also boring. But tonight we have a UFC card, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, Sean O'Malley's fighting, right? Sean
Yeah,
O'Malley and some Sugar
Good old-
Sean.
Optic Sugar Sean.
Yeah, that'll be a good fight. Pat, what's going on with you, brother? How you doing today?
Good. Matches were terrible, Tom.
Terrible.
So I'm excited for community questions.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm sure we all are. We can breeze by him. We don't have to. We can get into the community questions quick. I just want to go through. There's a few clips that I want to break down, and then obviously I just want to get your guys' thoughts. If you have any, if you got any valid thoughts to add to the series, you can add it. Let's go to the first series of the day. We start things off with the New York Subliners going up against the Los Angeles Guerrillas. And I mean, man, you can take a look at that stat line, or that stat line here in the maps. I'm afraid to go down. Oh, Jesus,
Jump scare.
fuck.
It's a jump scare, bro.
Oh, Jesus
Jump
Christ.
scare.
The LAG woes continue. They continue to get pooped on. The New York Subliners continue to look great. I mean, whenever they play these low-tier teams, they have no problem just punishing them.
That's not great.
Yeah, it's not good. And I know they're not playing the best team, but it's even the way New York is just taking these teams down. You can tell that they're on their bullshit, bro. I think that Major 1 might have been an anomaly. I don't know. We'll see, obviously, going into stage 2. But Scrap, we'll start with you. What's going on with LAG, Scrap? What's going on with these cats?
I don't know, because I actually thought they were pretty good, like Major 1.
That's what I said. They had their moments. I said that on the show yesterday. Like Major 1, they had
Damn,
moments.
they're
and
0-5.
0-5. They can't get a dub this stage. I don't know what's going on. It's
They
crazy.
have one respawn win. They're 1 of 12 in respawns through 5 series they played so far.
I mean, Sam, I know you were talking about how you felt like it was
Not great.
kind of like a Diamond Con thing. Like you thought Diamond Con was just carrying them stage 1.
I thought he was playing extremely well, but I also thought that, kind of just to reiterate what I said last night, the game hadn't progressed. So like everyone was on relatively even playing fields in terms of like information on how to play. So like LAG, when they haven't progressed to now, it looks way worse than when everyone was kind of close to each other. And
Yeah.
Diamond Con was also him.
Yeah, Diamond Con was him, and he's I don't want to say he's fallen off, but he definitely hasn't been performing like he was in stage 1.
Yeah,
And
he's not doing what he was.
If anything, I feel like that's more of a team thing than a him thing. I still think Diamond Con's a good player. I think a lot of these guys.
Respectfully, when your teammate's minus 25 and like,
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. We do got to talk about Fame a little bit. He had a rough series today, man. A .38 in the map 1. He was 11
it
and
feels
29.
like 3v5.
Yeah, 0 and 7 in the map 2 as well. So definitely struggling here for Fame. I mean, Pat, go ahead, Scrap. You got something to say, Scrap? What's the
Nah, I'm
problem?
just going through the maps, bro. Like,
Yeah,
damn.
it was bad, bro. It was
He's
bad.
cried.
I wonder with Fame. Obviously, he's probably making some poor individual plays, but you think like the play style of their 3 teammates makes it harder on him when they don't really move as much as maybe
think
other
everything
people.
feels
I think
hard for him right
everything
now.
feels. Yeah, I was gonna say
Everything
that.
feels
Bro, he's in a
impossible for their
blender
camp right now.
24/7. He spawns up on S&D. He's getting hit with every stun, every nade, one shot on every shoulder. It feels insane.
Mhm.
Everything these guys are doing right now feels absolutely like just an uphill battle for sure.
Yeah. And I don't know what it is. Like, there's obviously a few things I'm going to break down with the clips. But, Pat, I mean, what do you think it is? Because you could just cut right to the chase and go to a straight talent diff if that's where you're going with it, Pat.
I mean, that we already know that, though.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, I think, it goes back to just, like, this is kind of what happens when these, like, interesting teams get formed with, not known quantities, and, well, outside of Assault. But, like, eventually the game catches up to them. Like they are not able to like do different shit that they're able to do in the beginning of the game. It's the same thing with Heretics. Like it's a lot of teams where they just play weird in the beginning. It catches teams off guard. But then you get to a point where like the top teams are like, okay, this team does this, and they just get world starred, and they'll repeatedly get world starred. There's nothing that they can do, in my honest opinion, to get better, because the way they played was unorthodox to begin with, and then even if you tried to play orthodox, you don't have the talent, so you just get world starred. So to me, at least, I mean, this team is absolutely in blow it up like
Territory.
it needs to happen. No, they're not even in the territory, Tom. They're in the bomb. Like it's time to set it off.
Yeah,
They,
They're in
slide
the
the
bomb.
It's time to
contract your
light
way,
it.
Pat.
They're
3
in
mil
the
over 3
bomb.
years?
No, absolutely. I would
What's your
not touch
price?
this.
What's your price for LIG?
Oh,
That's probably my price for LA too, right? Nothing.
More, yeah, no, yeah. It's never.
Talking 9 mil over 3 years? We talking?
I don't know.
I'm
Sam
turning
didn't
it
even
down.
have a number. He said there's nothing he can do. No amount of money can make him go back there.
I would need equity in KSC.
Holy
here's
shit.
Major
okay.
equity.
Oh
in
my
KSC
Okay, here we go.
To
Yeah,
come back
okay,
to
bro.
come back to this franchise.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
a
okay, here
cronky
we go.
pocket.
I will say, though, to go back to your point, Pat, I don't know if this team really has a system. I don't really know if they like, I would love to sit in on a day of practice with these guys and just see what the hell they're talking about and like what's going through. 'Cause-
You would love that. That sounds like a personal hell.
Well, for one day, yeah, it does sound like terrible, but for one day, just to hear how they're fucking calming and what they're going over in practice, because sometimes they just seem like there's a few examples I'll pull up in the clips, but sometimes it just seems like they don't even know what the hell's going on. Like they're not even picking up the right lanes on the map. They're not rotating. Like their setups are terrible. Like it just seems like there's so much happening right now. It's all collapsing for them it quickly as well. Because I agree with what Scrappy said. Like I thought the stage 1, they weren't even that. They didn't look this bad.
I actually had him like 5th best team.
No,
Yeah,
they were.
There was
We
a
all
period
did,
of
I think.
time where we all had them
Yeah,
middle
they
of
were
the
playing.
pack.
I
They were
actually
playing
couldn't
super
get
well.
Diamond Cod off top Godheady on sub base.
Oh, he loved
I couldn't
that
get him
there, bro.
off.
That's his
He loved
spot.
it.
I mean, they were in stage 1, like not a particularly good search team, and they were blowing a lot of respawns, but they were still like winning them at a decent enough clip to get things done. But the respawn is completely utterly fallen off the clip as people have caught up and their play style doesn't work. It's tough. I don't think you're gonna be able to fix it this stage, but team needs a rethink, team needs a roster change, and yeah, it's a snooze.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on the roster change. I mean, where would you go? Go ahead, Pat. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I heard a rumor. Obviously, I'm not gonna say it's true because I don't know. It may not be, but that the coaches on this squad are working for free. Like, because they have like 3
Why?
coaches.
There's
And-
no way.
I mean, it's what I heard. And thinking about that, like
That's insane.
coaching for free and dealing with this day to day, that's gotta.
You
be,
gotta
those
think
guys-
though,
those
if
guys
they're
deserve
coaching for
everything.
free, Pat, there's no shot they're even doing anything. They're probably like just fucking going through the motions, bro. Pat,
I mean,
if you
that
if you
also
were
speaks on roster changes. Like if they aren't even paying coaches, like Tom, how are they gonna pay another player to come on board?
but that's what I'm like, Pat. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're getting
Okay, I
paid
can
zero,
also lie. I don't know. This is maybe an assumption, but I'm pretty sure the coaches are just like best friends with all these players.
yeah, this was a friendship. Isn't this a friend? This is a friendship
It's
team
a
we
friend
talked
squad.
about. Yeah,
So
we
like
talked
no
about
one's
this.
getting dropped and no one's getting paid. Like bro, this is it, bro. Like bro, LAG's like bro.
All right, so look, we need to. Go
I'm
to the
talking. I'm not even
standings.
talking the team. I'm just saying probably the
So-
org,
someone
bro.
on-
They're
someone
just
on the
fucking out of
CDL
this.
Someone on the CDL website needs to just put a strike through, a red strike through across LAG.
Bro,
the
for
rest of the
free
season.
is crazy too. I can't lie.
I don't even understand why they
I didn't even know that was a
let him
thing.
go for
I didn't even know.
free.
I didn't even know you could do that.
But here's the issue. Eventually, either the coaches, more
It's
likely the
volunteer work.
players, are going to get frustrated with these losses and want to make a change. Like the friendship thing only works until people feel like it's chalked, and then it's not gonna be a pretty situation. So
Would you volunteer to coach for free in the league, or go make a
not
couple,
for LAG?
Hell no.
I'll tell you
or a
that.
couple
for
make
LAG,
or
hell
make
no.
like 1,000, 2,000 a month in challengers? I don't know who any coach is getting at, but I don't know.
Like I
I
get
would-
your point, but
Or
not
maybe like
LAG.
getting winnings from like lands. Like a coaches, like sometimes like the players will give winnings in challengers. I know that.
Yeah, I mean they're literally. I mean, I would guess that if LAG performs, they would give some of their winnings to the coaches, but that's just not looking too hot right
How
now.
the hell did they get winnings?
That's what I'm
Are they
saying.
doing bounty matchups this year? That might be their only hope. If they get like a bounty matchup against the 11th team.
Well, I'm saying I'm just talking
Bounty
about. I'm talking
matchup.
about the majors. Like if LAG went to a major, placed well, and I don't even know if they would give the coaches the winnings. I have no fucking idea. If it's not in their contract, they're not obligated to give the coaches. I know some contracts do have it in writing, right, where they're obligated to give a certain percentage to, whether it's the organization or their coaching staff. I know that's a thing.
Yeah.
Scrap, I don't know if you can talk about that, but I pretty sure I had it in my contract when I was with New York.
Wait, saying what?
Like the coach gets a percentage of the winnings that you win.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
so.
it's team to team.
Yeah, no, I mean, like
it's team
I
to
think
team,
so.
and the percentage is different, but I know it's different from each roster. But
I think pretty sure like that. I'm pretty sure top teams or like top 6 teams will like give like or like even like 1%
yeah,
or
a
like
little
2%.
Yeah, I was thinking
Like,
more than
something like that.
1%, but yeah, nah, I definitely think.
No, I'm pretty sure it's low, bro. It's low.
Yeah, I thought it might have been like 5%, but I don't know. And then on the other
I
side,
actually don't know. I could be. I don't know.
on the other
Yo,
side, we
Marky
have.
B in the chat, dude. That's insane.
What did he say?
he say?
What did Marky B
Said I
say?
enjoyed my prize cut of $0 last year.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, Pat, he just confirmed it pretty much.
that's
Actually, no, he didn't
insane.
confirm that
No,
he's
he
zero
was
salary,
saying
but they
they
didn't get
didn't win
anything.
anything.
Yeah, he didn't
They
get
were
anything
just
for the
shit.
wins. Yeah, they were just shit and didn't get anything.
Maybe they
Okay,
need
that's
Marky B,
tough.
bro. They want a fortress offense with him in the game.
I remember
some
that.
of the, you think some of these coaches are literally just working off like prize
Bro,
winnings?
Ernie,
Yeah.
there's probably like 4 coaches in the league that are actually deserving of a job. It's like coaching in COD is like, if your players don't understand what's going on, it doesn't matter. Like I
Yeah.
could get coached all I want, bro, but coaching
And I
in
feel
COD
like
is actually
I don't know, but like besides
shit.
the some like, I feel like you gotta play, bro. If you're gonna
There's-
coach, you like
yeah.
players will respect players.
You need personality managers. You don't need coaches.
yeah, and
If the
but, like,
players don't know what's going on, you're fucked regardless.
and I
bro.
feel
You need
like
someone to
players
teach you,
won't
like,
listen
how
to their
talk to
coach
somebody.
about a play or something because they haven't played.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've talked about that before. Like having a coaching staff where the players actually respect their coach is like really important. Because if a coach is just constantly calling you out on plays and shit, and you're a player and you're better than
And
the
they
coach,
haven't played, bro.
and
It
they
would
haven't
just
played,
like piss
yeah.
you off.
Yeah, it would piss you off. I mean, there would definitely be
Even though they might
times-
be right.
Sometimes they might be right, and then there might be times where you're like, "What is this guy talking about?" You know, like, what is he
Exactly.
on about? And then you just you start
Hey,
butting.
people are
heads with
saying
your coach.
D-Real played, so like
Yeah, D-Real played, and so did Troy. Troy played a lot too. Troy was doing his thing.
Shout out DT Sender.
Yeah, both of them played.
DT sender.
That's what thought they said on fucking stream today.
And then on the other side, guys, we have New York. Granted, they did play LAG, and they made them look really dumb today. I mean, at New York, they came out and smoked them pretty quickly. How do you think they look? I mean, they look really good. I know it's hard to tell when they're not getting matched up against the best teams, but this is the only thing we get to look at. Like, unless the top team's playing a top team, like this is really the only type of shit that we can look at and really critique and really critique these guys. You know. So how do you guys think
They
about the New York?
haven't lost yet.
I think for New York,
Yeah, they
they're
look
doing
good.
They beaten everybody in front of them this stage, whether it's FaZe, whether it's somebody else, and they've got really one final test next week, which is against Optic, and if they take care of that, they're going to be 7-0
Mhm.
and probably be the odds-on favorite to win. They look good in all 3 game modes. It seems to have cleaned up a lot of the issues we had with them earlier in the split, end of last split, and yeah.
Not
I
only
think
did
they're
they
back in
beat
championship
FaZe,
form.
Ben, not only did they beat FaZe, but even these low tier teams, it's the way they're beating them.
Bro, so they've played Boston, Seattle, LAG, and Miami.
And it
They
hasn't even
3-0'd
been
all
close.
of them in like 10 minutes.
yeah, like it's insane. Like
Respecting time, you got to
Their Carolina series was close, but I think that one was a little troll. But like they are 3-0 these. They are the ultimate time respecters because these series are not close. 3-0s every time
yeah.
versus all these shit teams.
But I think for them too, like I mean, they're coming off having that like just that a bad weekend, so I think they're just taking every team super serious and just taking care of business. I mean,
Yeah.
Like I said,
It's definitely a mentality
This is a
shift for sure.
godlike team, bro, and they're trying to claim back their spot that they know they rightfully have.
Yeah, agreed. Scrap, have you scrimmed him at all? I mean, what do you think about the New York squad?
I think we scrimmed them. Can't really remember. I think it was a couple days ago. But yeah, no, they're solid, bro. I mean, like, look at they just won champs, bro. They're not gonna be some dog shit ass team.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was a lot of controversy. I mean, they went into the first major and they just had a really bad placing and got last. And I think a lot of people were just kind of on that like New York hate train, or they were kind of just doubting New York, kind of moving forward.
I was
and
on that.
Granted, I mean, and granted, they
I mean,
also
bro,
made a change.
bro,
They made a
like,
change.
it,
Scrap.
like-
It's not their same roster as last year. It's a different
It happens,
team.
though. It happens.
No, I agree.
Like, bro, like we went into Boston last year at Major 2 and just got 6-0'd literally in like 30 minutes each series.
Yeah. No, it definitely
like-
some days or some weekends it just doesn't fall. It just doesn't work out for you. And
Like,
you
it
let
just
people
happens, bro.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't happen often, but
Sam, you were on
Definitely
that hate train, but how do you feel now? I mean, the way they've been beating some of these teams. I mean, do you think New York's back? I think they're back in their bullshit.
Yeah, I feel great about it, but this is also like how we felt about him pre-major one. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, bro. If you are defending world champs, 3 event winners in the previous season, and you show up and get dead fucking last, I'm gonna critique you.
Yeah.
Like, you can be a godlike team. I never said that they didn't have like they weren't like a godlike team. I called them shit because they were playing shit, and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for me to sit here and call them a very good team when they got dead last is just like fucking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're playing great now. They've been fucking destroying these guys. They beat FaZe. They're playing awesome. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that they're a fucking bro. These guys are god like top 12. Like that's not.
Yeah.
But we
how it
knew
works.
but the thing is, they never fell outside the top 4, even though they had a bad weekend. That's the thing. Like,
That's fine.
can't
My
judge one weekend
expectations for this
because-
team is like astronomical because they
Yeah.
are fucking godlike. They're a godlike team. So my expectations are that much higher than everybody else. So I expect more from them. So when they
But if
don't meet those,
FaZe-
it's just how
let's
it
say
is.
FaZe have 2 matches and they lose both on a weekend, like in an upset way. Like, they don't fall from where they are. That was my point. Like, they're still the exact same team. They just had a shit weekend, and it was the
Yeah,
same
but then,
thing for
like,
New York.
I
I mean,
understand
Optic
that,
got
but
3-0'd by Miami. It's like it was just a shit weekend for them.
no, I get it.
Yeah.
But that's also like online. And they beat them online. It's like when you show up to an event, the
But I would
mentality shifts.
argue-
The things need to like
I
when
agree.
you need to perform, and they
I
didn't.
agree, but I would argue there was more cheese that weekend in the match they lost that they had probably ever faced online, with like constant
like the restarts
resets,
and shit?
losing the streak, not having the
Yeah, I
right
agree.
side, like all that bullshit.
Yeah,
Like
I agree with that.
That just probably pissed them off.
Yeah.
No, listen, bro. I just have high expectations for these guys. It's not to say that I'm not calling them bad. I'm not saying they're not a top 4
No, that's
team. They're
fair.
world
That's
champs.
fair.
My expectations are just higher than a lot of the teams in the league. That's all.
Yeah. Let's go into some clips. So this is the first clip that I have from the series. I don't have many clips today, by the way, guys. There was not much to get from today's matches from watching. A lot of them were just blowouts and teams
The
are just
NYSL
simply...
montage.
Yeah, this was just a mistake from LAG. I mean, we're going to a P4 to a P5, and look at how easy Paco's able to flip spawns here. So he just runs through mid. He kills one player. He runs through the middle of the map, picks up a guy traded one shot, and runs right through. And bada bing, bada boom, the spawns come in, they flip, and New York is good for the next steal. What was LAG doing when it was transitioning from P4 to P5? Like, do they understand that it's going to this back right corner? Like, why would they all push up the map? Or is that a good play, do you guys think, to keep pressure on it? Because I like keeping pressure on old, but not everybody. I think people need to also just be, like, backing up, like, you know, playing spawns, like, kind of making sure you don't lose that back gas spawn. Because now, look at them now. I mean, they let this play out. Paco runs to the middle of the map. They flip out Palace, and they're fucked. This is kind of where New York just start going on a little spree here. And LAG had a good start of the map. They don't troll that. Maybe they might have been able to build even more onto their lead here. But what do you guys think? How do you guys think LAG should have played this rotation
Can you
here?
back it up when 4 LAG players are alive? I wanna
Yep,
see
right
where they were
here.
at.
20 seconds left. This is perfect. Right here. I'm going to let it play out. You guys let me know what you think. You can see they just start getting super aggressive. One guy tries to play through dark, and I don't mind them putting pressure on old. I think you want to put pressure on old. Like, you don't want New York to just get all this time. You can put pressure on old without flipping spawns. But they just all pushed up the map. Like Diamond Con pushed up into old P1 Cafe. 2 people hit old. 1 guy pushed down broken. I mean, I just didn't like it. I mean, Scrap, you scrim the game every day. How would you have played that rotation if you
Go
were
back?
LAG? Yep, I paused it right here on their setup. How would you have played this? Or do you kind of like the way they're playing it and
Just
they
play
just
it
got
out, play
shit
it
on?
out, play it out, play it out.
Yeah, I'll play it out.
I don't know. It
Does-
just looks like what is it? Number 6? That's 6 right there.
Good allowances, scrap. That's
All right, hold on,
phenomenal,
6.
phenomenal
Thank you.
allowances.
Okay. I mean, bro, like the guy just gets off time. The guy just does not looking at the time. He just has his eyes closed.
Paco just hits the gap. And
Bro,
finds
the guy
his
just
kills,
ran
bro.
off the time. Like he
Yeah.
just ran off the time.
Paco
Look,
just
kills
hits the
him
gap
there.
and
He's still in
finds
the
his kills.
time. Jumps off the time. One's calling out. He's close dark. This guy closes his eyes. GG's. Flip. Like that's simple as that.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if you
Paco
want,
just hit his gap, got his kill, and ran through.
if
it.
you
Literally.
want
And
my
then look,
opinions,
this guy's one shot trying to go block.
with 9 seconds left, a white hill. I just don't think everybody from LG should be pushing here. I just think they should be L triggered. I think they're running too much. I think they're all over.
I just think they're trying to get. I just think they're trying to play control. I think they just want to keep him spawning palace. That's what my guess is. I mean, if not, then,
Right,
like,
that's
this
what
is
I'm
some
saying.
brain dead shit.
Instead, look what happens. They flipped fucking pallets because
Like
they
one
they
shot,
hold an L
flip,
trigger.
GG's. This is AIDS now for LAG.
Yeah,
I mean, they had the lead when
This
when
is
whole
like
sequence
your
went
vibe
in.
is so slaughtered
Yeah.
here.
yeah.
You're
Ben
like,
J, what did
wow.
you think about the setup, Ben?
I mean, I kind of see your thought process. Like they just didn't communicate to ensure
Just play
they didn't get
kills.
flipped
Just
out.
stop running.
Bro,
Just L trick. Just like play a kill, bro. You have the
And
right
they're-
side of
and
the
they're
map.
up 40 points here. Like if you guarantee that like P5, you're going to be up going into the second rotation. You can kind of manage this game. Instead, they let the map turn on them literally, and let New York get back in this one early.
Yeah, I agree. Pat, Sammy, you guys got anything to say about this? We'll move on to the next clip.
No,
Okay.
Paco got his kill and ran through.
Pat,
Nothing.
nah.
Okay. Let's keep pushing. Then we go. Then we move on to the next clip here, and what the hell happened to this clip? So the streak comes down. LAG, they're holding. This is when New York win the map. I know it's 94-94, but this is right here is where they win the map, and I'll show you
Minute
why.
58, 94. If anyone votes to take sub base out over invasion when Vista is played, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
Yeah, I agree. This map is atrocious in every game mode. I don't like it in any game mode besides for maybe S&D a little bit.
S&D is the only tolerable watch.
But this map just needs to go. It's
People are
terrible.
gonna try to get skid out. I think.
Skid
skid.
hardpoint,
Yeah.
brother,
over
Invasion?
invasion.
I don't
for
know.
sure.
Well,
Trust
You want
me,
me to
bro,
list the
I
names
promise
in the
you, it's
DM?
not just gonna go one map. Everyone's not gonna vote.
Oh,
one
no, they're
map.
gonna vote with their
Can
bias.
you send me the number
I
for
promise,
the
I
fucking?
No,
can you
I
send me
know
the
they're
number
gonna
for
vote with
the
their
Scrap, what did
bias.
your
I
team
would
vote
love to
for,
list the
bro?
names.
What did
Can
your
we get
team
some
vote
dealer
for?
numbers?
I don't.
Like,
This
what?
hasn't even been a vote. We're just playing.
We've talked about this though.
It's just
Like,
bias voting, bro.
It's no longer about what's the best or worst map for the game. It's what's the best or worst map.
What's
for your
our auto
team.
veto?
That's the
Yeah.
problem. Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh, what a shit.
Listen,
process.
guess what Toronto vetoes? Good vote, Ernie. Let's go.
What do you mean,
This is another thing, and I will say this fully. This is another
bro?
thing.
I'm not gonna lie.
that's
We like
the state of
bro,
the game now with the people who are playing. Just saying.
Go
ahead,
ahead,
Aaron.
Scrap.
bro, terminal over skid going out and S&D is some fried shit, but we'll let it slide. So
But you're
this HP, we should get like the worst one out
Invasion.
because
Invasion.
terminal is by far the worst S&D map in the game.
Yeah, I agree, and I
And
think
Skid Row should have never went.
I mean, I think invasion
We
is
can
a
agree
lot
on that?
worse.
Can we agree on that?
I agree.
I think
I
both suck ass.
I think terminal S&D is the worst search
Oh,
in the game.
don't, Sam, trust me. Holy fuck.
think both
bro.
are
You don't
absolutely
even get me
horrific.
started with
I
what's
will
that.
say,
Holy shit,
Terminal S&D in
417 is getting
2009
fried.
was fire though. Different game.
417 is getting fried.
But just to go back to the clip a little bit, this is kind of where New York. So look at how LAG's set up right now. And again, like they're in good positions to like lock down time here, like play these kills and lock down some time, but they lose the fights. Paco finds a 2-piece. Adam Assault gives away his position. In New York, they're able to swarm on in. Number 4 dies on Hill, and so quickly LAG just breaks their setup. And this is exactly what you want from New York. They get this last 25, they chain onto the P3, and they just build an insane lead. And like you said, Sam, that the first rotation, the hill was white so much that there's just no time left on the clock. So once they chain these two hills together and they build
is
this
over.
lead, the game is done. It's legit
Yeah.
over. Like it's over with.
Until they started padding at the end.
And I like LAG. I like LAG wanting to go around right, but their chows are so terrible. Like send 2 guys through court, 2 guys street, like chow these guys together. Like this guy should be traded dark easily, but he's not. And then they just jump out. 2 guys are not even looking at mid tank. 1 guy jump chows the tank. He tries to jump chow the heady. It's just not smart plays. Like they're not
I
making.
mean, this is GG's right here.
Yeah, it's GG's. That's what I'm saying. That's why I
So,
wrote
yeah,
it
as soon
down.
as
Because
this
after
one
this
You
is
ain't
over
breaking
with.
this shit.
The
Nah,
map
it's
ended
over.
as soon as that spawn happened.
Exactly. And then this is, I don't want to go too much. I don't want to go over a minute 20, but this right here is where they win. They lock down the rest of this P3 time. They build a lead, and you didn't listen. I mean, LAG was just said, we don't even need to listen to it because they were just pretty much getting spawn killed, just saying go right, and they just went right and they got pooped on. So it was, hey, let's listen in. Let's actually see how they sound. Matter of fact, let's tune in and see how the LAG boys sound real quick.
Ah, shit.
Yeah,
Give me 10 seconds of this.
Yeah, let's tune in and see how these boys are coming. Hold on, I'm actually gonna rewind it back a little bit. Let's see, because I don't remember it being good, but people want to see it in the chat, so we'll tune in. Here, let's tune in. Boom.
TV, I'm walking. I hear you. Give me TV. I'm gonna pitch McTuck right now. I'm pitching McTuck. I'm trying to get vending. I'm trying to get vending. TV alive. They're gonna play from vending, I think.
Straight from hookah. For sure.
Hookah, Paco, one bullet. Yo, middle.
That's up soon.
Okay, he went middle.
I see you, broken me.
Mid tank, vending.
McTuck got me.
Broken
at top.
Kids going TV. Mid tank.
Paco, we got
You go right.
I'm going right. I'm trying to get out.
One's getting mid tank. Kismet.
I need mid tank.
I'm nading it.
Try and get on mid tank right now. I sent blue dumpster. I think blue dumpster.
Fire truck. Hit 3 times.
I'm up. Keep
Mid cut. Paco. He went to the tank now.
Two tank, two Dante.
Backside new.
I spawn again. Oh yeah, it's one break again. I'm gonna try and get out left low key.
Alright.
That could be like mid cut.
I'm gonna slow play right.
He's on a mid tank. I need to close blue dome.
Yeah, he's mid tank. He just went me up.
Let's take a week.
I do. I'm trying. Yo, bottom broken.
Fire car.
Caesar,
You win this.
Oh shit, one's mid tank at me. Paco's on me. Shot. Win 3 times, nice.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that?
it was fire car.
Yeah, it was Caesar.
Gas tank.
I'm trying to push up A-search. I'm trying to push up A-search with you.
I'm
gonna pause it there. Even right here, they're just solos running down fucking lanes and shit. Like they're just super separated. They're all over the place. What'd you guys think about the listening?
They sound fucking demoralized.
don't
They're
even
spawning
know
palace
where
on day
anyone
one.
is.
They're demoralized. Yeah, you're right. They don't know where anybody's at. And they're not
they
trading.
are clearing, bro. They are clearing everything, bro.
Yeah, they're not trading effectively. I'll be honest. They're just not. And the next 2 maps, obviously, were just not even close. It was a 6-1 in the search and a 3-1 in the control. So, and even his hard point, it ended up being a 247 to 130 And New York could have won the game like 2 minutes prior. They just didn't want to let the time. They were actually like bullying them. Like New York, they had what was there 5 seconds left on the game clock?
Yeah,
in the map
something like
one.
that.
Something like that, yeah.
And they were
playing for their Moors.
Yeah, they were playing for some kills for sure because there was 5 seconds left in the game clock. All they had to do was get out of the hill and they win, but they just stayed. They wanted to just stay in the hill. And
Yo,
just
Caesar,
be
you stat
disrespectful.
padding, bro? Be honest.
Yeah, no, that was actually disrespectful, bro. That ass, man. That's disrespectful, boy. That's good work from the New York Subliners. They get the 3-0 victory. That's going to do it for the series. Guys, any final thoughts on the LAG versus the New York Subliner series?
No.
Hell no.
Nope.
No more thoughts. Okay,
No
phenomenal.
more thoughts.
All right, good. We'll X this out. Okay, let's move on to the next series. We got the Minnesota Rokkr going up against the Seattle Surge. This was a 3-1 victory for the Minnesota Rokkr. It was their first win in Stage 2. Seattle, they come out, they win the first map. I'm thinking my prediction's coming in hot, and then slowly but surely, they just get absolutely pounced the next 3 maps. And we can
0-5 versus 1-4.
Yeah, and we'll scroll down. We'll take a look here at the stats. You got 3 players positive here from Seattle as well, and they lose the series 3-1. So that's also interesting. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck these cats are doing. I mean, scrap.
It's worse if you look at
Yo,
map. Go to the map 4
Yo,
stats.
I will say, accuracy 0.8, and they win. You got to think.
That's good.
Yeah, Lamar just had
I'm
a
saying-
dog shit
I'm
first
saying
map.
If he plays good,
Yeah, it was just
they lose every time.
He did have a rough
Lamar's
first
hard
map.
points were not good in this
Scroll up and
series.
show the score.
He
in
had a
map 4
master
too.
class in
Yeah,
the
he
search, and he had
fried
a
the
master
control.
class in the control. Yeah, he had a really good search too. He started off, I think, 7-0 in the S&D. And he definitely slowed down, but he got a streak, and that streak is big. And he went up like 2 or 3 rounds. So it was good for him. Go ahead, Ben. What were you saying?
I mean, bro. I guess, for the Minnesota Rokkr, finally to get one on the board. They've been close in a couple of these, and it's a little bit of a consolation prize for the trip to a losers bracket in a week or so. I think for Seattle, it's the same shit, bro. Like this team with Ender, without Ender, they're not a great respawn team. I know map 1, they were able to clutch up, and we'll kind of dive into, I think, why they were able to do that. The invasion, search, and destroy should not have been as close as it was. Minnesota definitely almost de-iced the shit out of that. The control was a fucking blowout, and then the sub base was pretty much a blowout, and there was a little bit of garbage time at the end. That's how the series went down.
Yeah. Pat, you had Seattle in this one. So did I. These cats are terrible.
I mean, I had them, Tom, but I didn't have them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I was undecided in the series too.
Yeah, this team sucks. I mean, we've been saying it. We can even ignoring all the illy stuff. Like, they got to do something else. Like, there has to be like some fundamental changes to this entire organization. And yeah, I don't. There's really not a positive thing I have to say about any of them.
They're kill
also,
horn, aren't they?
Is Alec? Yeah, I was gonna ask. Is Alec on like stock improvement? Like, is that what he's on?
I don't
Like
know.
a
It's
stock
good work
improvement
though.
plan?
It's good work.
Stock improvement plan is crazy.
I mean, you got to
he's taking-
think,
he's
right, that
taking
a
a
lot
sip.
of players are. Bro, Sam, let's go to you. Sam, you've been on a team that's completely chalked before. MW19, Seattle Surge, you guys were terrible. Okay. What was the mindset like during that year, and what were you trying to do as a player? Like, were you just trying to slow down and get kills at this point? I mean, what's the mindset when you're on a team
You
like
can be
that?
honest, Sam. You can be honest with us.
Yeah, be honest, Sam. Be honest.
Well, in MW19,
realistically-
I thought it was wholeheartedly chalked. So there was just no.
Of course it was.
Yeah, exactly. I was a realist, bro. I've always been, always will be. That season was absolutely fucking chalked, and no one on my team could get a 2-piece. So it
I bet
looked like I
Damon's
was
in
kill
chat.
horning. What's up?
I was just saying, Damon's in chat.
That's fine. Damon retired. You want to play with us?
Damn, that's
David
crazy.
fucking left the team. We were so
Oh, my
shitty. He
bad.
didn't want to play
Damon caught
anymore.
it straight too. My bad, Damon. Shit, I didn't see you in there.
David was the GOAT until he left me on that team. Listen, bro, our team was fucking horrible and no one was getting a kill. And every day in practice, we did not improve because nobody wanted to, because we knew we were shit. And it was fucking chalk.
Ian was on the stock charts.
Ian was on the bench twice on the
I
stock
guess
charts.
Ian was on the real stock
You
improvement
know what was
plan.
going on, bro. That year was fucking
Man.
just a blank from my mind.
I mean,
yeah. He has a CTE.
listen. To get back on topic with the Seattle team,
That was a crazy straight, Tom. Fuck you. 5
I
My
minutes.
think-
bad, bro.
I think they gotta rethink whatever they're doing in respawn. I know, I guess the inner thing, whatever, but it's not like they were winning respawns before the inner situation. They're not winning them after. Whatever they're doing in respawn, because the S&D has been not terrible, not amazing this split, but they're serviceable in the game mode. But they're going nowhere if they don't win.
Can we
fucking
ignore
respawns.
this team for a minute? Like,
Yeah, go ahead.
Seattle as a franchise cannot run a goddamn team. They
Correct.
like have they been like, obviously LAG is number one, but have they been number two worst franchise? Like, think
Well,
about
they-
it.
I mean,
Think about
them-
their track record, bro.
them and LAG have fucking tournament wins though.
Terminal. What are you talking about?
They've won a tournament. They won a LAN.
I mean, congratulations. Like, so has some of the worst franchises in NBA history. But
Are we
at the end of the
forgetting? Are we
day-
forgetting about fucking Vegas? Like
Bro, LA.
No,
What?
I was
Wait,
gonna say
Vegas.
Carolina?
was- Hold on.
Carolina / London.
Hold on. Let's be realistic right now. Vegas look like absolute geniuses compared to the rest of
Yeah,
the
they
league.
do.
Oh, they're
They
probably
do look
closest
like-
to
Let's-
even right
They're
now.
closest
Yeah,
to
let's
even,
not
and their
pretend.
team's playing well right now.
Like, Vegas gave up. Don't get me wrong, but like they lost the least amount of money of any team by far. So they're
Yeah, but they
geniuses in my
wasted. They're
book.
gonna waste, bro. If the org's gonna do this and get out and make a couple million, like they're gonna have wasted 5 years of fucking time.
I mean,
nothing. I wouldn't say they're
I would
exactly
rather
winning.
waste five
They're just
million-
losing
5
less.
years
I
of
hate-
time
I
and
hate
have
that take
and
out
have
of
like
Vegas, bro.
and have like $10 more million
Bro,
in my pocket.
I
I don't know
know.
about you guys.
I
but-
actually,
I-
why would you hate that
I
out of
don't-
Vegas, man? And
Bro,
say, okay, they wasted 5 years. Okay, think about the other teams. Think about how much money
Yeah.
they've blown
But
But
blown
at least,
through.
at least
Wasted
they're
5
trying to
years
build.
and they
At least,
lost way
at least
more
they're
money.
listen. Here's my thing: is at least they're trying to build something in this industry. Win or lose, at least they fucking tried.
I don't think they're trying. They're waiting to get
Vegas
out.
came in. It sounds like Vegas came in just to get the Activision price increase and fucking get out when they can to make money. They weren't in here to fucking build anything to contribute to esports. I'll build this industry.
Yeah,
They're
we
gonna
know
lose
that.
less than everybody, so be it. But they're still fucking losers for that.
Yeah, I don't want to
I
say
don't
they're
know.
not
They still
trying
won.
though, Ben.
Why are we tipping people leeching off our fucking ecosystem like that? I can't fucking understand that.
Well, I'm
What
just.
do you mean? Why would we tip people that came in and made
Because
the worst
they're building nothing. They
decisions
came in
of
and built
all
nothing.
time?
They came in and built nothing, bruv. Zero.
No, what did LAG build?
LAG
what
fucking
did Seattle
tried.
build? They're both gonna get out,
did a
and it's gonna
terrible
be the
job, but
same
they were
boat,
trying.
except they're gonna have
They
a
were
massive
trying.
red line on their balance sheet. Like,
This LAG ran fucking events. They tried. They fucking had staff. They were terrible. Their business obviously had issues. Seattle, same
yeah,
thing.
they
But at least
ran
they're
their
fucking
business
trying.
into the ground to the fact that they have one employee at the goddamn
Yeah,
organization.
yeah, you're correct. But at least they tried. That's my point.
Why are we tipping trying and failing when, like, we should be tipping the fact that the people that were in charge made the worst decisions of all time and should be held accountable?
We're not going to see
Think
that
about
on
it.
this.
Think about
We
it.
should move on.
People came in, made the worst
Okay.
decisions of all time with a lot
Yeah.
of money, and now
Yeah.
they're completely out of esports. That's the
100%.
reality. So why would you tip that either way? Just because they tried?
I'm not,
oh my
I'm
God.
not tipping. I'm not tipping anybody.
Give somebody who knows
I'm not tipping
absolutely
anybody.
nothing what they're doing.
I'm not tipping anybody. That's why I'm not tipping Vegas either.
Wait, but you're
no tips are getting given here, bro.
You're
Welcome to
literally
the show,
saying
Ernie.
that you care more about LAG than you do about
guy's a
Vegas.
brain
I didn't say that at all.
LAG
I didn't say that
said,
at all.
here's
Stop
$10
putting
million.
words in my mouth.
Here's a guy that knows absolutely nothing what we're doing. Go
Bro,
run the
stop
business into
putting
the ground
words
and
in
then
my
leave
mouth.
esports.
Stop
Like,
putting
what?
words in my mouth, bro.
I would
Move
way
on.
rather have what Vegas did if I'm an investor.
Nah,
Yeah.
stop
Way
putting
rather.
words in my mouth, bro. Move on. Move
Yo,
the fuck
Tom,
on.
Benji has no business, Tom.
No
That's what it
basis.
is.
No basis. He does no basis. It's all gone. Anybody got any before we get into clips? I mean, if you wanted to, I thought Big Wig had moments where he looked better today. He still has a cold zone. B
I'm
Dom
so tired of
invasion.
saying that, bro.
Fucking cold.
No, B Dom invasion. He's got a cold zone. He
He
can't
got a
get.
3-piece to win the game today, though.
Yeah, he did. Was it B Dom invade? Was it
Yeah,
B Dom?
it was. It was on
Oh, it was
tank.
B Dom. So maybe he's
Yeah, it was
changing
on
that
tank.
narrative. He's changing that fucking narrative. But nah, he looked better today. I thought
Bro,
Big
how
Wig
many
looked
times
better.
we gonna say this, bro? He killed her for 5 years, and now he's on a team to kill her, and he can't get kills, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not tipping.
yeah.
He played better today. Well,
No, he's been
Okay.
struggling, bro. He's been struggling. But I mean, I will say, Lindsay,
I'm actually pretty mind blown. Minnesota was 0-5, 0-4, whatever they were.
they lost 4 game 5s. They got no
Yeah,
ice.
they couldn't ice up to save their lives. Like their record
They
doesn't
actually
really.
lost 4 game 5s.
Yeah.
Yeah, their record doesn't really show
Holy
the whole
shit.
picture.
Yo, Wake's biggest fan name was the Giga Wake, dude.
Does Nameless like Giga Wake? He's a big
Oh,
Giga
he
fan.
Wake.
He's been on the Giga Wake
He
fucking
loves
train
Wake.
for a minute.
Well, I mean, he's a good player, bro. He's just struggling to get kills this year. He's having a hard time. So I don't really know what's going on there. He looked better today, but any thoughts on the series before we hop into some clips? Any thoughts on Minnesota or
They beat
Seattle?
up on a bad team. I tip it for Minnesota. Seattle's just going through the motions.
Yeah, they're definitely going through the motions here. One clip that I want to pull up from the first map. This is actually the map that Seattle was able to win. Why did Linz streak here? They have a full setup on a P2, 35 seconds left to go. And Linz calls the cruise missile when they're holding the hill. They're holding the unbreakable. So why call the streak? Like, granted, you get the kill, but what's the point? This ends up coming back to hurt them because this goes all the way down to a wire. This goes all the way down to a P5, which we know the P5 is a very open hill. A streak is really big going into
Can we
the
talk
P5.
about the fact that that guy made it out of garage to the front of the hill without being shot at?
What, the streak came in, you're saying?
Yeah, the guy that he streaked made it from garage to the front of the hill without being shot at.
Yeah, that's actually insane. Nobody was... I think they were all looking at ticket, like the ticket cross, and nobody was looking at garage. He was able to run out.
Thank
pretty
God
far.
he streaked because they were fucked.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think where was he when he struck? Yeah, he was out of the play too. I didn't like the streak, bro. They
It was a
needed
horrible streak.
They could have used it at the end of the game. I'm not really too sure what the thought process was there. I mean,
Absolutely horrific
No,
streak.
there was nothing going on.
Scrap, did you like the streak?
No, that's awful.
Yeah, no, I wasn't really too sure.
That is wow.
And then
That
as
might be one of the worst I've seen.
and then after
Don't worry,
that,
there's 2 of them in this map.
That is the hardest hill to break in the game.
and
There's
then
2 of them in this map, bro.
after that happens, like look at the situation here at
He
the
didn't
end.
even have to play. He could have just put his controller down. They would have held that.
Then we get to the end of the game. It's 2:29 to 2:11. Minnesota need to break.
Oh my God, this is
cruise
a break
missile.
right here, right?
You would
Surely
think.
Brezzy doesn't get 3 in this corner.
Surely
right?
Brezzy doesn't pop a 3-piece here. Oh, yes, he does. 3-piece coming in from Brezzy. And that breaks him. But even right here, let's pause it. Brezzy pops a 3-piece.
How the fuck is he 24 and 11?
Imagine having a cruise missile now at this point in time. And unfortunately, they just didn't have one because they used it and they burned it. And Seattle were able to win this map off the 3-piece from Brezzy. So it was a good play from Brezzy. He got the streak here as well. I don't mind this streak.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
this is a
win
good
here.
streak. This is a good
This
streak.
is a good one. Kind of keep him pinned back. He got a
Oh
kill
yeah,
with it as
2's
well.
coming off spawn, already dead.
Yeah.
I think Seattle outslayed by like 25 kills in this map and won by fucking 20 points.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, no, they did outslay by a lot. I mean, you
Well,
look
they're
at
all
the scoreboard.
positive.
Everybody's negative except for Big Wake, who's only +1. So it's just the fact that they outslayed him by so much and only won by that amount is insane. It's fucking crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Wake's going for trick shots, bro.
Fucking shit on.
Yeah, and then after that, there wasn't really much in that map 1, and then we go into the sub base. And Sam, we talked about this a little bit in the watch party, but the routes here, Lamar has to take the super duper route. And granted, Minnesota is winning by a lot here, but this is just for this can happen at any point in game, right? We could break it down and look at it. But going into this P4, you think teams should start breaking left, Sam? You think where Lamar is where everybody from Minnesota, maybe not everybody, but you think this is a route that other people should be trying to take? Lamar's kind of taking it late now. Like maybe some of these guys could have took it a little bit earlier. But do you like the play sending one around and sending the rest server? Do you think you should send more people through mid, or how would you guys play this rotation here? Because we were talking about it in the watch party, and I like the route that Lamar took. I just would have liked to see somebody take it a little bit earlier. Because
he took it and no one went to him earlier. Prior to like this life right here, Lamar does the exact same play and his whole team just goes right for no reason. They don't like flood the open lane. But yeah, getting P2 control in this is big because it kind of creates a shit ton of timings for the team holding hill, whether they're going to go all the way around, whether they hit like loading to the back, whether they go top 3. It's just like once you get P2 control as a team breaking, it just makes everyone start to tweak in their comms a little bit. We've seen a bunch of examples like Ken did it. A little biased, but there's just a lot of maneuverability and things that you can do once you get P2 control for a P4. But yeah, Lamar's going to watch this VOD and absolutely lose his mind because he hit that route early enough for his team to just literally walk out of P5 and nobody did it. And then he spawned again and did it again and then died.
Yeah, that was the story of Lamar this map, to be honest. He was taking a lot of those routes and trying to get them. But and then we go over to a P5, which, I mean, I agree with you, Sam. If you're pushing through that P2 side of the map, I mean, you're even thinking about next, too. Like, worst case scenario, like you're up still and you're still playing kills, and you're here with oil control going into this P5 hill. So, and I think
right?
What happened, Scrap?
This is the game right
yeah,
here?
this is the game.
Okay.
Minnesota, they win it here. They win the game here, and I think Lamar pops 2. Hey, you don't go fuck yourself. Boom. Trades come in, and they were able to get the dub. So this is where they were able to slay him out. Minnesota, they win 3 in a row. And honestly, Seattle just continue to struggle. They're having a really tough time right now. Really tough time. And I'm not really too sure what the next steps are for Seattle, nor do I know who they play. Ben, maybe we can take a look at their schedule. Who they playing next? Because it's
Seattle
not...
Surge have 2 matches remaining against Vegas and Boston.
Vegas and Boston. I mean,
So
I
listen,
I don't see them beating either of those teams.
Listen, somehow through all this, if Seattle pull up a different team next week and fucking get it done, they're in winners
Guess what?
bracket.
They're not pulling up a different team.
Yeah, I don't think they are either. I don't think they are. I mean, does anybody have any other final thoughts?
Did Minnesota make winners?
I don't think so.
Oh, so Minnesota was up like 4-0 or
5-1
5-1 in the S&D, and Seattle got a few pity rounds at the end. So that looked a lot
I'm
closer
pretty sure
than it
you
actually
can get
was.
HC with 2 and 5.
You can probably
able
with 2
to.
wins, you might be able to actually get it.
What am I? What
They also
happened
play.
to
I
the
think their
game I loved, bro.
I'm pretty sure their last series
2 and 5 makes
is
winners.
Miami too, so they could actually squeak.
Miami's 0 and 5. Miami has
Are
to
we
lose.
serious?
LAG has to
You don't
lose.
see a problem with that?
No, there's
Oh,
a
I'm-
serious
oh,
problem.
I'm-
There's a serious
Seattle-
problem
well
with that.
aware.
They have to
that-
beat Boston. They have to beat. Oh no, Seattle play Boston. They have to
Minnesota's
beat
got a
Boston.
better map record right now than Boston does. So
The
like,
amount of
And-
game
yeah.
5 losses they have
They-
actually
they
helps
win
their
Actually,
winners.
can holy fuck, you can win with. You can get in with 2.
Nah, Pat, a 2 and 5 going into winners is insane, bro. That is
Might as well
crazy.
be in losers
insane.
because guess what? You're
28%
getting
of your
shit
games-
stomped first
Wait,
round.
think about this. You can only win 28% of your games, and you're still better than the bottom 4.
That's crazy. That's
This
fucking
league
insane.
is
That's
in
crazy.
shambles.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what happens when everybody's undefeated at the top and everybody's winless at the bottom.
Did you guys see Dashy's tweet? He said we've played 1 major in 9 months.
Yeah,
you guys
it's
see
insane,
this?
like-
It's actually crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, any final thoughts on the series?
no,
Nope.
move on.
Who's Minnesota playing, Ben? Do you know?
Miami.
They play Miami last, so that is a possible victory, and then they're gonna sit and wait and see what fucking happens. I guess.
I can actually see that being a victory for them. Miami's been a little iffy. They're going to have to try and bounce back. But all right, let's move into the last and final series today. It was another 3-0. This was a masterclass from Atlanta FaZe. They beat them by almost 100 in the hard points, 6-0 in the S&D, and 3-1 in the invasion control. FaZe was able to win an offense in their 2Ds. Sam's rubbing his face. He's losing composure looking at this. We'll scroll down and we'll take
Jump
a look
scare.
at the stat sheet. Close to a full red carpet. Close here. And P-Dog's keeping them. P-Dog with the +1 is keeping them from the red carpet. But
What was the vetoes in this one? Do we have that?
I can pull it up for you. I can pull up the vetoes. I'll go find it real quick.
They could have vetoed every map and still lost the series.
I know. I'm just curious. I mean, I agree that they were losing this no matter what. I'm just curious what their vetoes were.
All right, so
I mean,
it looks
FaZe is
like
testing their
FaZe vetoed Invasion Hardpoint,
What did
and
Boston do?
Boston
Makes
vetoed
sense.
Rio Hardpoint, which makes sense. That
they
makes
vetoed
sense.
What?
Rio.
Oh, Rio. Oh, gotcha. Okay. No, I just wanted to check. Okay.
These videos make kind of sense for FaZe. It just gives them an opportunity then because Invasion Rio to try fucking sub base. We didn't even fucking get there in terminal search.
What do you guys think happened to Boston today? They come out, they look good versus Optic. They were able to push them to a round 11 map 5. I thought it was going to be a little bit better than this today, but today they got pummeled, bro. It wasn't even close today. FaZe completely just stomped on them, and it was bad. It was really bad. I mean, Sam, we'll start with you. What were your thoughts overall on the series with Atlanta FaZe and Boston?
They just look absolutely discombobulated, dude. It's the same issue they had pre-roster change with Cap, and I just, bro, the last round, Tom, even if you want to pull it up, the last round of the terminal is just like a perfect summation of this roster and like what has been going on. Austin and Snoop hit like a really good time to run through middle map. Snoop hits library by himself, gets hurt on the bench.
Uh-oh. Wait, hold up, Sam. Hold up. Is Sam lagging for anybody else?
Hello?
You want to hit the Discord? I think the team speaks going to shit. Hit the Discord. Hit the Discord. Hit the flank stage. Go to Cord. Holy shit. Holy fuck. The team speaks blowing up mid flank. It's blowing up mid flank here. Okay. Let's go here. Let's mute out. Okay. Accept. Boom. How you doing? Hey, Chandler, you could probably throw us in another call or something. Actually, no, you could bring everybody in here if it's possible. If we could get everybody in here, that's big, actually. If we can get everybody in here, it's phenomenal. What's going on, Pat? Sam, what were you saying? Go right back into it, Sam.
These guys don't call out to each other and don't know what's going on the map. That's basically it.
Yeah, they definitely don't call out to each other. I don't know. TeamSpeak's been lagging, so we're just going to hop in Discord.
Lagging.
Does Scrap have this one?
Scrap? He should have the ZooMAFia Discord. He's still lagging.
I'm back.
Scrap, join the Discord, you moron.
No, we're good. We're good.
Nah, but we're all in Discord, dumbass.
Bro, I'm lagging in here.
Bro, join the Discord, Scrap. You now, moron. Bro, Scrap's still in TeamSpeak talking to himself. What an absolute moron. Pat, what did you think about the series? We got Atlanta FaZe going up against Boston Breach. Boston get pooped on. What are your thoughts?
So to start time, I like the vetoes out of Boston, even though they lost. Getting Rio Hardpoint out to top 4 team. Smart move. Second, it is interesting to me, Tom. FaZe absolutely mollywopped these guys out the server. But just yesterday, this Boston squad was taking another top 4 team, game 5, round 11. So kind of gives you a good little, a little insight into the, how the top 4 is stacking up at the moment, I think. But other than that, I mean, this obviously a massive skill diff, and the subs are just struggling on this Boston team as well against these top teams.
Yeah, Asim had a rough series. Snoopy had a rough series. They were just kind of all over the map. There's Snoopy still having some of those instances where he's kind of like blacking out. And
he blacks out.
Yeah, I think I said this before, but I think he has a really big problem with tunnel visioning. I think he just kind of tunnels and he sees a red dot and he just can't unlock off of that red dot.
A lot of new players do, to be fair. Like early in people's career, I feel like a lot are just red dot chasers because those are the habits they build up.
Yeah.
Especially playing people that are worse than them. And now they're playing people who are better than them. You got to play smarter than that.
He just needs to work on like simplifying. Like obviously, watching Snoopy mechanically, he's a very good player. Like his movement's good, his shot's good. Like he's a good player. He's talented. But it's just about simplifying the game. Like look at your mini map, pick up your lane, like hold your spot, hold an L trigger. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't spin in circles. Don't slide around. Don't try and do like a bunch of. Don't try and do too much. And that's I mean, Asim has worked on it a lot. That's something I critiqued Asim on all the time. Like in past years, like. You're trying to do too much, especially with some of his past teams where they just couldn't get kills. Asim was just always trying to do it all, and it just affected him. It's like, no, stay in your lane.
I will say,
do what you got to do. Go ahead, Pat.
I loved the body shooting out of MC. I loved that.
He's been shooting everyone's body.
He's such a troll, bro.
I love that.
He is a troll. He has been shooting everybody's body. I love that as well. You think, Pat, you think they heard you on the flank?
I mean... I don't want to say they did, but they did. I think, look, Tom, this team obviously is the best CDL era team, and MC might be the best CDL era player. And so again, listen, bro, they tried the nice guy, they tried the like fake villain act. It's time for these guys to lay their on the table, Tom.
Their balls?
Every series that they go into.
Their balls?
Bro. They've earned the right to just every series they go into, bro. They should be telling people, you know, who they are, with more than just, you know, their names on the damn scoreboard. They are those guys in the CDO era. And I think, you know, it'll be good for them to rack up that confidence and go into series with that mentality.
Yeah, Ben, what did
Every
you think?
series.
What did you think about the series?
I mean, it's a talent diff right now. I think Boston's got terrible teamwork and respawn. Again, to your point, like I think people are just kind of there's a bit of a role issue. I think Snoop blacks out, and it's making things a little bit chaotic. And they got to figure out how to either work with him on it or thrive in the chaos, which can be tough. I think the S&D, we haven't seen FaZe play Terminal at all, and looks like they're pretty good at it. We've seen Boston play the map a lot, so I don't know if FaZe did a lot of work, like probably counter-stratting, really putting in the work in the search, and then FaZe been the best control team, and that's how you end up with a quick 3-0 right there.
Yeah,
Oh, by
Sam,
the way,
this is
I
the.
was
Oh, go
gonna
ahead,
add real
Pat.
quick. LAG did get in winners last stage at 2 and 5. Wow, I didn't know that. That is
That's
horrible.
crazy. That's
Yeah,
insane.
I mean, we snuck into winners 1 and 4 fucking 3 times.
That's nuts. And then this was the last round, Sam. This is Snoopy sliding across Book right here. Down he goes.
Austin turns. We're not calling out to each other, and he's dead.
Yeah, and then Austin turns. He's dead, and then
Like that.
FaZe.
Like that's a small play, but like that play is this roster.
I mean, it's a small. It's really not a small play. Like, so,
I mean, it's like 5-0, but like
yeah, like
that
you see
play right
plays
there
like
is,
this, and
my
it just
point.
explains a lot of problems. You know, like this happens a lot. Yeah, and I don't know. It was an interesting play. It was a good corner from Abizi, but even Austin, Snoopy's moving so fast. He's moving so fast here. Like I don't know what the play call was there. And Sam, you said that there was no comms. There might have been no comms. I don't know. I don't really. I would love to hear their comms
You
right
gotta
there.
see.
but-
You got. There has to be a 3-2-1 there, bro. There has to be like, yo, let's hit out Book. Yo, let's turn around and hold. Like there has to be something.
It's not like
Gotta
he's
be
getting
something.
caught with his pants down in a crazy spot too. Like, no, you're mid hall. Like you slid in front of Book. Like that. You know somebody's in Book at all times, bro, or somebody's watching Book at all times. So.
This whole map was, bro. I mean, I'm sure Ben would like to talk about it, but the round that Asim died at B with the bomb, and then they just triple hit plane while
Can
the
we
bomb is
imagine
down
what-
on
Please
B.
watch that round. Holy shit! I actually
What round was it?
watching
Do you
in real
remember?
life.
I think it was maybe their second offense, their
I think
third
it was
offense.
second
Yeah, I'll
offense,
find it
third
quick.
offense.
I'll find it
Like
quick.
Asim is smoke hitting Eskies, like pretty default play, but like no one's watching the gap in the smoke for him. So I think it was MC just like wide strafes the bomb, kills
I
him
got
for
it.
free.
I
Bomb's
got it,
down on
guys.
B bomb now. Like there's no like thought process into the.
So
the
here it
plays
is
that they're
right
trying to make
here.
on the map.
So it's round just starts. Boston goes for a B hit. Asim's throwing tacks, and nobody's even there. I mean,
There's Tyler. Yeah,
the
look
rest
at
of
it,
the
he's wide
team
strafes
is
the bomb,
got 2 guys
and he's
back
dead.
burger, and you got 1 guy late playing plane, who's Austin. So Austin does get the kill. But look where the bomb is. That bomb is
Like
dropped and it's chalked. I mean, the bomb.
Like, they got a minute to not only clear the site, they also don't have the bomb, so they have to not clear the site. They have to cross the map again, grab the bomb, and plant it all like 50 seconds left, bro. Like,
Yeah.
the shit that they're trying to do is not going to win. Period. Again, FaZe is probably fucking crying, laughing, and Tyler's probably laughing his ass off when he sees this shit. They don't obviously don't know bomb is down, but like, bro, he's
feel
probably
like a
licking
lot
his
of
lips. He just saw 3 of them cross.
I feel like a lot of the top teams are always laughing when they play teams outside the top 4. Like New York was literally laughing today, like in the middle of the series. Like,
Caesar was bouncing up and down in his chair like a fucking kid in a candy shop playing LAG today.
no, seriously, and that's obviously the SD. Scrap, you have any thoughts on the series with Atlanta, FaZe, and Boston? Didn't you warm up one of them today? Didn't you warm one of them up?
Warmed up Seattle.
Oh yeah, you warmed up Seattle. Yeah, that's
but
right.
I don't know. FaZe, I mean, bro, FaZe is just like they just do whatever they want against teams like this.
Yeah, no,
What
they
about
actually do.
Rashad?
I mean, when they're on there, yeah, they can.
What'd you say that you asked if they could do it against them? What you said, Pat?
Yeah, I was asking what about. He said they do whatever they want against these type of teams, but I was asking like what about his Toronto squad?
I mean, like they do it whenever. Like I mean, everyone has their day, bro. That's the thing. It's like they could we could have done anything at the major. It felt like, but then like that online match, bro, we could have done whatever, and it felt like what I mean. They just had like control of everything. Just is what it is.
Yeah, and just to talk about a few things in the map. One of them was this P5, the first P5. So Boston actually start the map well. I mean, it's a tie game going into the P5 here. And then they just get completely broken down here. We know how easy it is to hold these P5s, but we've seen a lot of teams be able to break it. And look how FaZe are able to break this here. I don't know if there's anything that you guys would rather see Boston do differently here, but it's good tack usage from FaZe. And then I just love how they wait for each other.
Every hill.
What happened, Scrap?
FaZe insta-broke him every hill on this map.
Yeah, the breaks is what won them the first map, and if Boston's not getting broken like this, like Boston did a good job staying ahead of the game. They did the they would rotate and set up, and then they just couldn't get kills. And there it is. I mean, just a clinical break from FaZe. It's just the way they do it. The way that they wait for each other and slide across, like this is just how more teams need to start playing. If you're Boston Breach, guys, is there anything you would have done differently here? I mean, it was definitely good tack usage from FaZe.
I think MC throws an absolute cobe. And once that guy creates,
and Snoopy's
guys,
also
it's just
fucking deep, bro. This guy is. I mean, granted, he did spawn there, but he knows this guy's coming off old. He's kind of finessing here. I mean, well, let's see what Snoopy ends up doing here. Because FaZe, I mean, they just make it look so easy. Snoopy's able to get a kill. Okay, so he's basically finessing. There's really not much Snoopy could have done there. He was trying to just play his life. It was a great break. P-Dog doesn't have a trophy up here. He goes down. The double slide comes in. If you're Boston, you doing anything differently there?
I'm not playing graffiti like everybody does to get broken on P2 and P5. This is the first kill in every cross, every single time. This guy gets bait and switched every time.
Yeah, you don't even need to be here if you're P-Dog,
no,
really.
You don't.
Like I feel like initially, yeah, once he gets that first wave of kills, P-Dog can probably just hold an off angle and just stay down on like closer to hill, like play tighter with his team. You know what I mean? Like even if P-Dog gets time and then number 7 goes like dumpster here and just watches the cross or something, or I don't know.
As long as there's a guy P2 like making sure they can't just run through garage for free, and the guy on hill like can stay down from whatever angle like they're pushing. Yeah, you should just play the barrels, bro. Like this spot right here, the amount like I've talked about on the watch party every day, bro. People that break P2 and P5 always get that kill first. Yeah. And like you just slide across like FaZe did there, and that's just like the teamwork difference. Like they're double sliding there, double rechalling, and Boston Snoopy's fucking sprinting across there, dying, and yeah, it's just like you just see the difference in the breaks. Yeah, it was a clinical break from Atlanta FaZe. Any thoughts on that play right there, guys? Any thoughts there before we move on to the next play?
This is what Scraps talked about, bro. There's not only a skill diff, there's a teamwork fucking diff between some of these teams.
Exactly, and that's why I brought it up, because it's just to show people like how methodical some of these top teams move and how they're playing around the map. You look at the mini map and it just looks completely different when you're watching some of these other teams. And, you know, it's a lot easier said than done. Like, I know when we're watching these games back, like, we can see the teamwork with a lot of these teams, but that's what makes the best teams the best teams. The teams that are able to micromanage every little thing in a match and be able to come with each other and work together. Because it's a lot harder said than done. A lot of players, like we said, they kind of zone in. They have a hard time working with people around them. Like they can do good playing themselves and getting kills and doing what they got to do. But when it comes to just working with people around them and playing as a team, they struggle. So I think that was good to highlight there. And then, of course, we move on to the next break, which is a P2 here. Boston gets broken on. Which, guys, you should never be broken on a P2 skid row. Let's be honest. This is the hardest hill in the.
Wait, they got broke on that P1 as well.
Yeah, P1, it's whatever, you know, P1, whatever. I was like,
what do you mean P1? That's whatever. That isn't like P1.
But look at this, Scrap. Look at this. They got 3 guys already at new. Slasher's playing sneak at old, and they just get. Look at where they are. Like, look at number 8, still sit in front tunnel. Asim still look in front tunnel. Like, Asim needs to get closer. They don't even work any trades here. They just all get blended. I mean, the setup there, the setup was terrible, bro. The setup was horrible.
They have no info because Asim has to hold this. He cannot give this up, because if a guy just plays off old and hits tunnel, he just dies for free and their setup's broken regardless. Yeah. They weren't proactive enough in getting their original information to force Asim to make this play that looks troll as fuck. Yeah. Because he has to hold tunnel pinch until Austin spawns there, because if not, and they hit it, they're dead anyway. Right. So now, once they don't have P5, he just looks like he's griefing when he's actually not. Yeah. They're just turtled in the hill.
They had a little, I mean, they see one guy cross.
Like the only info they have is him dying right there to one guy. They have no clue where the rest of the players are on the map.
Yeah, Asim's got to play for MC on hill time.
Yeah, he can play. Asim could be a little tighter though. Asim can watch tunnel.
He could have played back towards.
You know what I mean?
Like
he could just be tighter. He did have to hold. It was a good play holding. I mean, you definitely got to pick up the pinch. Asim's kind of just.
He could have played like the dumpster heady next to the 18-wheeler, like at the bottom of the hill, and like held tunnel like that.
What happens, Trey? You want me to play it from here?
Play from here? Yeah, play from here.
All right, let's ignore the buffers. Here it goes. So FaZe gets in like the last 25 seconds here. And then it starts going to a P2. Asim gets one at old. Snoopy here, he's kind of playing steps here. I mean, you could probably argue, yeah, Snoopy could have probably hit through tunnel faster. And honestly, bro, I think
right here,
Snoopy can he not get aggressive here and like get on top?
Why does he spawn there?
Who, Slasher you're talking about?
Yeah, he should have spawned tunnel already.
That's why.
He should have spawned in Barber.
That's why, what's it called?
I think Ford might have blocked it looking out of the window. Ernie, because I do that. You can do that shit. If you look through the
Oh,
the,
he's
the
blocking.
windows,
Look,
you
look,
can
look.
block
He's
that
looking at
spawn.
it.
Like
He's
there?
looking at it. Yeah, right
Yeah,
here.
if
See
you
how he's
if you
looking at
jump
it?
in the window on P1 and you look at the
Okay.
back of Barber, you can block that
That
spawn.
makes sense. That makes sense.
That does
Okay.
make sense. That's crazy. And
But
then
then,
also,
Ace
yeah.
is just playing the pinch. She just thinks someone's coming there.
Exactly.
But right here, like, don't you
Dude,
guys
he
think?
spawns here. Now Asim's tweaking. Now he's like,
Yeah.
they gotta
He
be
thinks
pinching.
someone's pinching.
Does anybody else feel
Exactly.
like Boston's playing kind of scared on this rotation? Like, I feel like they're
mean,
playing scared. Like,
I mean, they died once Austin like dies originally. They can't like just push P5. Like they could have like maybe reinforced
They
it
could have.
earlier.
They could have bumped initially.
They could have,
guess.
but yeah, they could have.
I think the criticism here is like either the guy top hill, bottom hill. I know top hill you don't want to scam and kill hill time, but one of them's got to try and get some kind of trade to make this a 3v3.
Well,
Like,
Asim should have just
you don't
came
get
back and played the
fixed.
dumpster next to the door.
Yeah.
Just be closer to the play, hold tunnel, and be able to help
More
another
seems-
angle.
and then you got double cross
Yeah.
at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, this was a rough field. And honestly, good plays from Atlanta FaZe too to just keep pressure on Ticket. They knew that they had him spawning tunnel, and they knew what they were doing, pushing through Ticket and getting to that side of the map. It was just good plays. And you could just see the coordination again. I mean, look at them. Look, all three of them are just running together at this P2 hard point. You have MC looking over them, and they just use their numbers. Use their numbers, get into the hard point, work the trades, and it's a clean break. Like, that's as clean as it gets for a P2 on Skid Row. So really good plays there from Atlanta FaZe. If you're Boston, just got to try and, like Sam said, get more info or even try and get pushed up a little bit. Like, I was even thinking maybe get to the back dumpster back there or play an off angle low P2 or get something. Being able to put shots into these guys so they can't just run up on P2 like that. Even if you're the guy at Hill, like I'm sure MC was putting some shots into him and keeping him down, but just trying to, with your team out of the play coming through tunnel, you definitely got to try and work some kills there. But they were in a tough situation. What, Scrap? Say it. Go
They're
ahead.
not breaking this. They're not breaking this right here, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, no. At this point, it's over. Atlanta FaZe, they broke the P2, they broke the P5. I mean, there was opportunities for Boston to maybe win this match.
And doesn't like MC like 3-piece them right here or some shit.
Yeah, here, let me see, actually. Let me pull up the next clip. Let's go over to the P3. Let me switch screens, okay? Yeah, wow. Wow. Okay, now let's go over here and let's take it out. Boom. P3. Yeah, they get broken on here. I think MC makes the play here. He just stays alive. I don't even know how to fuck. MC plays them here on this rotation, by the way. This is a good little credit corner here.
They're not checking.
They're not checking the day one, bro. They're not checking the day one.
This is a day one.
It's a day one credit. And that's all you really need to do. I don't mind when teams push through old on the P4 because I actually like being able to get that scrap and getting that apartment spawn and being able to come from that side because usually the teams that do that do break on into these hills for the most part. Unless the team that's just turtled up in hill just goes crazy and just wins every gunfight. But, I mean, you can even see now, like, Snoopy's just kind of pinned here. He can't really go anywhere. Atlanta FaZe use their numbers, and they try and break through the back. And, again, Boston, they were able to get kills, but they don't break. I mean, they should be pushing here. They have kills. They should be pushing these guys. They play a little scared. They jump the corner, and then they end up getting kind of bad. Sims gets a couple kills
that's exactly
here.
what they do, but...
Yeah, it was just...
I mean, honestly, they made the right play. But they just didn't win gunfights.
Yeah, they lost every fight. And then that pretty much wraps it up. The next two maps were just complete blowouts, but you could just see the breaks coming in from Atlanta FaZe. They were just breaking so many hills, and Boston could not hold a hard point, which I would love to know the stats on breaking some of these hard points, like the stats of some of these teams. Because Atlanta FaZe, they got to have a pretty big break percentage at this point. I feel like the last couple of series they played, they've been just working good breaks.
I mean, Tom, I'd love to know, but nobody publishes any of them publicly. So who the
You
fuck?
get Benjay riled.
Oh, is
No,
that one?
well,
Is
he's
that
got the
one? Is
stats.
that
They
one of
talk-
those stats, Ben? Is that one of those
They
stats?
talk about them on broadcast all the time, so they got them, but we don't. Tough scenes.
Damn, Ben, they're hoarding stats, bro. What the fuck?
I
Do something about it.
I'm trying. I've been trying for 2 years. Been zero progress.
Any final thoughts, guys, before we hop in and answer some questions from the community over on the Flank stage in Discord?
We're already in court, Tom. Let's run this shit.
Yeah, I gotta
run this
switch over
shit.
to my gaming PC, but I'm down. You guys ready to switch over? And
Yeah.
all right, we'll switch over. Let's hop in. Let's start bringing some people in. I actually got to open up Discord on this side because I'm on the wrong PC here. Little technical difficulties in the middle of this flank, but we got it going pretty
Questions
quickly.
only or permaban from Cord?
You said good. You said good. Bad questions are permabanned or good questions?
Yeah, good questions only, if not permaban.
Oh, okay. Good questions only. If not, you're
Put a
permabanned
little
from the
pressure
core.
on them, you know.
Okay.
It's insane.
There we go. Boom. You guys hear me?
Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Beautiful. What's up, Scrap? What's the problem?
Got way louder.
Oh, did
Well,
I?
Tom,
I'm on my
apparently
I'm on
we
my
need
other
to do
PC now.
predictions. People
What-
are mad you didn't do predictions.
We'll do predictions. We're not done yet. We'll do predictions at the end of the show. You want to do them now? You want to do them right now?
Do them after communiques.
Yeah, we'll do them after. We'll do them after. It's no problem. Let's hop in. We got some people joining up. We got a lot of people raising their hands. I wonder if that's the same Connor that keeps super chatting Sam, trying to be coached by you.
I know it is, and he's gonna ask me to coach him. Do not pick him.
Let's pick him. Let's pick Connor.
Fuck.
Let's get Connor in here. Let's get Connor in here if we can. Let's drag him in here. I think here, invite him to speak. Boom. Connor, thank you so much for being in here. What's up, Connor? What's up, man?
What's going on, guys? I'm not the same Connor, so Sam,
Okay, thank God.
apologize.
Thank God. I got PTSD. Thank God.
No, that's all good. Thanks, guys.
course.
My question is for everybody. So obviously we have a top 4. I think we all know that. But with the upcoming major in Miami, out of that top 4, like if one of those teams falls out and they don't place, who do you think it's going to be?
Probably, I would probably say Optic based on how the other teams have been performing. But I don't see the top 4 teams falling outside of the top 4, to be honest with you. There can obviously be some upsets on LAN.
You mean like falling out of the top 4 as in like placement in Miami?
That's what I think he means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they still get top 4 regardless.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think there's any other team other than like Vegas right now that's shown any level of consistency that I would have faith in outplacing any of them.
yeah. Unless there's some.
I think Optic.
You got Optic, Pat?
Yeah, I would say the highest chance of the current top 4 is Optic falls out for sure.
Optic or New York? One of those two
No,
teams.
those guys are godlike.
Yeah, New York does look godlike, but I'm just going based off their last major. So based.
Okay.
Connor, you got any other question, or that's it, bro?
No, I'm good, man. I appreciate
Connor.
it. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate
as
you,
always.
brother. Yes, sir. Thank you for
Pat
hopping in.
Burns, so we can
Appreciate
say
you. Yo, Scrap, you're our special guest. Pick somebody. They got to be raising their hand. You see the little hands?
Yeah.
Pick somebody,
Yeah, I don't
bro.
know how to answer that one. Like I don't know. How to answer the
You
question.
don't have
Like,
to answer that
You
one. You
can
don't have to
answer
answer that
All
one.
right, bet.
You're good.
All
You're
right,
chilling.
hold on.
You could just pick somebody, Scrap. Pick a person.
Let's do Purgy.
Purgy?
My guy Purge.
Purgy?
Purge.
Where the
Yeah,
fuck is
Purge.
Purgy? Where the fuck is he at? Oh, here he is, Purgy. Purgy, welcome. Let's get him in here. Purgy! Purgy, you there? Purge! I don't hear him.
Great pick. Nice pick, Ernie.
Way to go,
Dude,
Scrap.
Scrap. Like, yo, Purge.
Way to go, Scrap. This guy's his audio's all fucked up.
All right, get someone else then.
All right,
Great pick.
let's move him back to the audience.
Get
Maybe
drills.
get drills. Okay, get drills in
My
here.
SR donator in here.
All right, get drills in here, bro.
Shit.
Drills, what up, man?
Yeah, it's my SR donator.
Yo, all right, Sam. We're gonna go there already.
No, that's crazy. Drills, what's up, man? What's your question?
Yeah, man. So yeah, like I was watching the flank last night, and I was just listening to Parasite talk about how with LAG, like there's just not really a whole lot you seemingly can do because like who else are you gonna pick up in challengers that's gonna like make them a good contender for like top 4?
Mhm.
But like I keep on looking at Fame, and it's like he's either dropping a 1.7 or a 0.7. Like there's just no consistency with that guy on this team. It's kind of the same way with Assault. So like obviously Chris was talking that there really isn't a change, but for the rest of you, what would be the change to make them a good contender and to make them at least more consistent, to make them a good contender?
Pat, why don't you start with this one? Go ahead, Pat. What do you think?
Yeah, so I think we go with the current challenger champions. We pick from that squad. I would say Yeez and Pentagram, personally.
Mm-hmm. I like that too. I actually like that two you picked right there. It's a good two. Pentagram definitely deserves a shot. Keep going.
Yeah. And then
Cammy.
no, I wouldn't do Cammy. Cammy still
bring
has more to
Cammy in.
prove. I'm glad Cammy went to challengers and shit on the challenger players,
How does
but
he have more to prove though?
because I saw what he was doing in the league and he was getting world starred.
How
So
does
for
him
me-
shitting on challengers further?
How do you want to
Create,
get
like,
back in? Like,
How does that change your mind?
I don't know. I'm not picking up Cammy regardless, so I don't know what other teams are looking for. But I'm talking about me. I'm going with risk.
Okay.
I'm not going with known quantities. So for me, I'm doing Pentagram. I'm doing Yeez. I'm dropping everybody on this squad except Diamond Quan. But I'm not fully
Diamond
set
Quan?
on Diamond Quan.
You're not on
Diamond
Estrel, really?
No.
I like
Everyone's
Ezreal
gone.
too.
That show's
Yeah,
been
that's kind
playing.
of what I'm thinking. Well, like
Yeah,
that's what I was
everyone's
thinking
gone.
too about it. Is like Flames is still there as their substitute, and obviously Estriel and Flames have.
I don't
had, like,
know
a long
enough about
history.
that guy, but
So-
and even Dominican, I'm not like set on him. I just want to see if a shakeup can get him back to playing how he was in the beginning. If not, he's gone too. The fourth player, I don't know. What we need, AR?
Yeah. Could probably choose. Probably get somebody
What
from
about
FC
Rex?
Black.
Didn't you just pick up? Yeah, Dylan Rex. Didn't you just pick him up?
Yeah, we got Dylan Rex on the FC
poach
Black
that guy.
squad.
Yeah, poach him, get him out.
Yeah, Drills,
I get
come
that
on,
guy,
brother.
Yeez, Pentagram, and Diamond Con. And then if Diamond Con keeps sucking, he's gone too.
Listen, bro,
Maybe
Brack is a
Diamond
good
Con keeps
shout,
sucking, I
man.
go for Cammy.
Brack's a
but-
good shout.
Brack's
too, yeah.
actually been playing well. He's been playing so well for us. So even no matter what variation of FaZe Black we're throwing at exceeding Brack, those guys continue to perform, bro. So I'll definitely shout those guys out.
The only problem I would have with Brack on this squad is like Brack is known to be a little bit slower. Obviously a good player, but a
Yeah.
little bit slower.
He plays
That's not a
different
bad
than
thing in
Adam
this game.
Assault, bro. He plays
That's not a
different.
bad thing in this game, to be fair, though.
Yeah, but Diamond Con
Well,
and Assault are not
what do you give
working.
that squad? Give him a placement.
Oh, 8 through
Fucking-
12.
8 through 12.
Jesus
Bro,
Christ.
this top, like, I appreciate the question, Drills, but like shooting for top 4 when you're not in the top 4 is a moot point, bro. You're not assembling a squad.
Not even
is
top
going to
6.
compete.
But at least
not,
to
e-
just
not
make
even
them more
6 through 8.
competitive, though.
Not even
Oh, yeah,
6
no,
through 8.
making it more competitive is different
Yeah.
than shooting for top 4. That's what you're
Pat,
saying.
not
Like,
even 6 through 8.
I mean, I think they could upset. Yeah, but
some
I
scheduled
wouldn't have
cheese.
them on a consistent.
some bracket cheese.
Yep.
Listen, bro, the only time to make the Challengers super squads are in the off season, and I'm gonna say it again. I tried to give teams the recipe,
And they weren't
but-
listening.
but we just weren't listening. We weren't taking. That's the time to do it in the off season. Who cares about what you do after you've already made a bad team? It's about the moves you make in the off season when everyone's free and you have the flexibility to make the squad you want.
Like,
Drill.
what else do you have? But what else do you have to lose though? Because like there's still a team that can like make a champ spot, but like the way they're performing right now, if they keep on shitting the sheets, like there's a chance they don't even make champs.
Yeah.
Can
Well,
they
they
make the
need
card, like,
they need a
without
2-person
placing out an
change.
event?
They need a 2-person change, Drills. They need a 2-person change, and they probably
Yeah.
should do it soon before they dig themselves even more of a hole. Because how many times are we gonna go through this where we see teams digging themselves this hole throughout the year and they're not making those changes, and the hole gets deeper and deeper and deeper, and then eventually it's chalked. By the time they want to make changes and want to actually do something, either those players they wanted got picked up by another team, or there's nobody left to fucking pick up, nobody that they want,
Bro, the
or it's too
crazy
late.
thing about
It's
this-
too late.
The crazy thing about this year, Tom, right now with how terrible, with the top 4 thing, Boston's in last place with 40 points, and Miami's in eighth spot with 50 points. Right now, nobody's moving anywhere because none of these teams are going to be capable of rattling off 5 or 6 wins and getting like a top 4. To max, you're seeing maybe a 40 or 50 swing. Like it's gonna be the race to see who can get to like 180, 190.
Bro, it's the events. The
guaranteed.
online shit, everyone is so inconsistent that online scheduling and like online matches really don't mean that much because everyone's dog shit. So when you show up to the event and you get a good run and you get that big like chunk of points, like that's where we see Minnesota at 6-11 in 5th place.
That's
Yeah.
why this fucking format this year is proving why this format sucks because the bracket cheese wouldn't exist with the other format, right? Because you have to go through a group stage, go through a championship bracket, losers or winners, whatever. This is like you can kind of get bracket blessed, and that's potentially 25, 35 points that you just
Going
purely out
back
of
though,
luck.
if I don't know if it's possible, so I didn't include it, but if Illy's possible, I'm putting Illy on that squad.
Fair enough.
So
Inder
what's
can make a difference on a lot of teams.
yeah, he could, and that's a great person to bring up because like, what's going on with him? It's so quiet, bro. It's the same
Yeah, I
thing
don't
that
know why he
happened to
doesn't-
him.
Bro, it's the same thing too. It's like you gotta like try and control the narrative.
The
Like,
narrative,
the fact
yeah,
that he,
100%.
the fact that he doesn't
saying that,
tweet
bro.
anything like does nothing good for him. Like
Agreed.
he needs to speak out.
I reached
Regardless
out
of
to him
whatever the
once.
situation is. He needs to speak out on it because he's just hurting himself because everyone's assuming the worst. And if you assume the worst, it like eventually perception becomes reality, and then it's just like at that point it's GG.
I remember Pat. I reached out to him once. This was when he was going through the injury, and it was so quiet. Remember how quiet it was. Optic didn't make any announcements, and he was quiet. He wasn't tweeting or anything like that. And I was like going into like the next year, going into next season. Like, don't you want to look? Granted, he could have had the Seattle lineup ready to go the whole time. Maybe that's why he was quiet. Maybe he had that locked. But I mean, I agree, Pat. You gotta control the narrative. Like, you gotta like speak up. I tried to get him on the show, and he was like, "Oh, I appreciate you reaching out. Yeah, maybe I might be down like one of these days, but not right now." You know what I mean? And I was like, "All right, no problem." You know, but you gotta say something, bro, because he can 100% go. I agree with Scrap. Could go to any of these teams and help a lot and help a big time.
Any major league.
He has a mindset that a lot of like people that if you bring up don't have. Like he's won before.
He's
like,
a grinder, and he's a smart player.
I'm also gonna give props to Ender. Like Ender's never been on Twitter, if I'm gonna be honest. Ender's like his whole like gaming career. He's just quiet. He's just like he's not into like all that. Like to be honest, he just wants to play.
I'm not saying Twitter specifically. Just somewhere to control the narrative. Like however you want to do it. Whether he goes on stream and says something.
I mean, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like Ender's never been a big streamer. He's never been a big like.
Well, somebody just needs to be in his corner and give him advice in scenarios like this because even if that's not his personality, like it hurts him more than it's helping him to do what he's doing.
I mean,
right
yeah.
now.
I mean, I could probably say for him, like even though I haven't really talked to him, he wants to play. Like Ender wants to play the game.
Well, my confusing thing
There's no way he doesn't.
and I know we've talked about
like he wants to play the game. 100%.
What we're assuming happened. But if it was anything from the league side, aren't they like almost not required, but like every sports league in the world, publicly announces suspensions or punishments or whatever. Like if it was something like that, doesn't that burden fall on them to announce it?
There is a rumored long history of professional sports leagues covering up situations. So I don't know
obviously covering stuff up, but I'm talking about like a typical suspension, like the fact that we're assuming he got suspended or something happened on the backside of the league, and we just have no idea is insane. Especially
because there's no CBA. If you had a CBA with the players,
well, I don't want to get into that.
Stuff has to be disclosed.
We tried,
but unfortunately, because of the close system they have, there's a lot of leverage they can push in keeping stuff quiet, whether them or the team wants it to be that way. It sucks for everybody because there's no transparency, but that's just kind of how it is, and it really blows.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Drills, I appreciate you hopping in and asking the question, brother. Thank you so much, bro.
Also,
we'll see you in rank play.
Part of covering it up, which I never ever understood this. Hook literally came out with a video 6 months after he won champs, saying I abused Adderall. Like, and if that's the thing that the league is trying to cover up, we already have fucking the Hook's on the goddamn team. Like he was the poster boy for the situation. How would Illy get in trouble for it? Like
I don't have to tell you, Pat. It's Tom's.
And now they're doing. I mean, and I know the league has taken steps now to hound on this shit. Like I know they're drug testing and shit like that. So it's like you just come out and talk about it. Just come out and say it. I mean, it's a good thing that the league is taking steps.
And Hook got in no trouble at all. He joined the CDL the next year. He was good to go.
Yeah, I mean there was no rule on it. I mean now there's if anything that whole Kyler situation changed all of that because now they're testing and if you get caught, bro, you'll get caught and they'll penalize you for it too. I don't really know what's going on with Ender. He's been so quiet. He's been really quiet and I don't know. Maybe we'll reach out to him and see if he wants to hop on the show because he can hop on the show. If he wants to hop on the show and talk. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But let's get another person. Let's get another question. Ben, why don't you pick somebody? Scrap picked a guy. You want to get Purgy back in here? You think he fixed his mic? Let's see if Purgy's here.
He said he fixed his mic. He fixed his shit and shit.
Purgy! Oh, they smoke.
Yo.
Purgy, you hear us, Purgy?
I'm here, bro.
Now, what's up, man? I'm glad you got your mic to work. What's your question, Purge?
I was asking, what could any team besides the top four do to consistently compete against any top four team? Like, is it a pure like skill diff? Is it a gun skill diff? Is it just like a team chemistry diff? Like, do we know what any team besides the top four team could do to even like be consistent and compete against those teams? Or
you just gotta find the right formula of players.
The above diff.
Scrap answers the question.
It's all of the above diff. That's that's the real thing. There's everything.
Correct.
Team chemistry, skill,
culture, skill, teamwork, comms.
Truth. I'm not gonna lie.
I got a big one. I got a big one though, Purgy, that I think will fly under the radar is confidence, bro. I don't think some of these teams like 5th through 12th. I don't think they have confidence, bro.
Confidence diff.
Like they don't make confident plays. Like they just look scared. What it looks like is everybody's scared to be that guy that's getting dropped. That's what it looks like. Everybody's just trying to pick their spots, play their kills. Like people people don't want to take risk. That honestly, it's why I like Estriel on LAG. It's why, because Estriel don't give a fuck. I can tell he's trying to make plays. Like Estriel needed some fucking help out there. I don't give a fuck if you had a 0.7. Clearly, you could tell he's trying to make something happen. Yeah. You know. So I just think there's just TJ Haley in the chat also said Scrappy can't kill me.
He's also fat.
But yeah, I think that's a big thing, Purge. I think confidence is a big thing.
There's a lot. Obviously, listen, you can't control the skill of people like Scrap and other top players and other top teams, but there's stuff you can control on your side. These bottom 8 teams just are not checking all those boxes to not even give themselves a chance letting into the server. So.
And some of these teams aren't doing enough research to know who the next Scrap is, to know who the next Simp is, to know. They're not even fucking watching.
True, yeah.
I feel like I feel like half the players that are looking to make changes aren't watching challengers. The coaching staff isn't watching challengers.
There are maybe 2% of current active players that have ever watched challengers.
Yeah, 100%. They're fucking sitting there doing nothing.
Tom, but people were going with known quantities.
Yeah,
I was trying.
Bro, all you gotta do is watch some challengers, man. You could start picking together some people that are in there that are talented and are good at COD. Like you just need to actually watch.
People forget, Tom, who found Skunk, who found Teep, who found Crim. Like people forget, Tom. People forget.
Yo, Pat, so you got a lot of COD sons. Is that all? Is that all of them? Are those
Tom,
your 3?
No. Oh hell no. There's so many more. Tom, the family tree is insane.
Yeah, no, you got a crazy family tree, Slay. You do got a crazy family tree. I won't lie. I'm thinking you sonned Adam Assault and all those guys, right? Those guys.
That was one of them.
Yeah. No, you got a big one. Yeah, but hey, anybody got another answer for Purgy's question before we send him off?
I think Chandler does.
Chandler?
Nothing.
Man, what the fuck, Pat?
Chandler's just trying to chill.
Man, what the fuck?
All right, yo, Purgy, I appreciate you hopping in and asking a question, man. Thank you so much. Glad you got your mic to work.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Have a good flight.
Man.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you so much, man. Later,
get him
man.
out.
All right, who hasn't picked, man? Somebody pick somebody. Actually, I haven't picked somebody. Let me pick somebody. And then Pat, you pick someone. I'm gonna get somebody who has Cheese. We've seen Cheese before. Cheese, we've seen you before.
Got a question, bro.
Cheese always got a fucking question. Let's get somebody we haven't seen before, bro.
People.
What about
I
Crunchy?
want Rainbow Ray.
I'm going Crunchy first. I'm gonna go Crunchy first. Let's see. Let's get him in here, and then I'm down for Rainbow Ray. What's up, Crunchy?
Hey, what's good?
What's going on, man? Welcome to the flank. What's your question, brother?
All right, so my question is, what do you guys think is the reason that there's so much of a gap between the top 4 teams and the rest of the teams?
Crunchy, we just answered this fucking question. Crunchy,
well,
we just answered this.
All right, in that case, let me lead up to my second question then.
Okay, you got a second one.
All
phenomenal.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Crunchy.
My second question is this is mostly for the X-Pros and Scrap.
All right, Ben.
All right,
So during team practice, do you guys think teams should be practicing all the small things, like the teamwork and like I'm guessing it's like little situations that usually don't happen?
Yeah, I mean, I think if a team's not doing the small things in practice, they should just be fucking drop it, get them out of there, bro. Just get them out. You know what I mean, Crunchy? Like if they're not getting better in practice, and I think the rest of the co-hosts would agree with me, right, guys?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think his question was more so what to focus on in practice.
I would focus on the small things. Like I think one of the main things is communication, and I think the number one thing is trading. Just trade. Just play together. As long as you're with each other and you're training with each other, that's probably the biggest thing. You need to also have knowledge of the map too, and a game plan, right? Like how do we want to break certain hills? How do we want to hold certain hills? Like those are things you got to be talking about as a squad, so everybody's on the same page going in. Like you don't want people on different pages and people want to play certain situations in different ways, right? Like that's what practice is all about. But what do you think, Pat? Go ahead.
I think my personal opinion, Tom, and I've always had this mentality, is it's more important to not do the wrong things in practice than it is to practice doing the right things, if that makes sense.
So
that's my personal opinion.
It does make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
because if you just don't eliminate the mistakes, then you're just gonna keep making them. And that's again, like I don't care if someone doesn't do if there's like multiple options and someone doesn't pick the best possible play, it's not that big of a deal if they pick like the okay play. But if they're picking the wrong play consistently, then that's where it's annoying. Like just doing the simple mistakes, that's the thing that you practice not to do.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Also, like the
it's like
small
a trial
things
and error. Go ahead, Sam.
Like the small things are also not to kind of cook you who are crunchy here, but the small things are like maybe the dead last thing you worry about in practice. Like if your situationals are what's losing your team maps, then like chances are you're a pretty good roster already. And there's a lot of teams in the league, like Toronto is going to play they're going to play their scrims, and they're going to worry about why like Toby gave up a half-second timing and like they got broke, right? But like there's teams like LAG that don't even know what angles to fucking hold or like where to sit to hold a P2 on Karachi. So the small things are important, and what will win you events are those small things. But there's a lot of these teams that are trying to skip the whole alphabet all the way down to Z without doing what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
So the small things are important, but only important for good rosters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anybody?
Ben's thoughts?
Yeah, Ben. What are your thoughts, Ben? What do you think?
My thoughts are exactly what you said. It's about like the building blocks and develop them, and not like going down the wrong path and fucking then 3 weeks later realizing that we haven't been fixing this crucial thing, and we got to undo now all this progress and we're way behind. I agree with what Pat says. Like, so.
Ben, what would be your thoughts on like a manager of a team, like yelling at the team after they lost, like yelling at people for costing and shit, and like
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about? Okay, I just wondering.
I don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
just
I agree with
wondering,
Sam.
You know what I mean? You agree with Ben, Scrap?
No, with Sam.
Oh, I thought he said Ben. I thought he said Ben. Hey, Crunchy. Hey, Crunchy, I appreciate you joining up and asking a question, man. Thank you so much for being in here, brother.
Thanks, go.
Take it easy. All right, yo, Pat, who did you want? Rambo?
Rambo Ray. Yeah.
Okay, where's he at? I don't see. Oh, Ray? Ray?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rambo Ray.
I was actually looking for Rambo Ray. What up, Ray? What's going on?
Yo, what's up?
How you doing, Ray? What's your question, brother? Welcome to the flank.
I'm good. It's 6 a.m. out here. But my question is, what's the best roster move you guys, I mean, this is to the pros. What's the best roster move you guys have ever made in your career? For Scrappy, it's different because he's only ever made 2, and it's pretty obvious which one's better. I would say to him, what's the best one you've made in Challengers?
Well, mine's
what do you
easy.
mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Jesus, my
Pick
bad.
up Envoy was.
I mean, you've made. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's easy. I'll go first. Clayster attach. AW. We had dropped Slasher and Hook, and we picked up Clayster and attach. And I actually think Slasher and Hook. The story from my POV was Slasher and Hook were trying to drop me and Enable behind our backs for Clayster and attach, and then Clayster and attach
first.
And then Clay just called me and was like, "Yo, these motherfuckers are trying to drop you, but me and Dill want to play with you. Like, we want to play with you, and we want to play with y'all. Like, we don't want to play with them. We want to play with y'all." I was like, "All right, bet. Fuck those motherfuckers. They were trying to drop us. Welcome to the squad. Eat them." And then the rest was history. Won 3 out of the next 4 events. I think our AW team, you know, we had a good run.
Hey, what did Tommy and I've never asked this? What did Tommy and Ricky think about all that shit? Do they just not care?
They ain't give a. They probably what the fuck, you know what I mean? I mean, they obviously probably care. Bro, they probably didn't care. They fell in love with our Clay attach. They fell in love with that team. That was the team they fell in love with. Speaking of Tommy and Ricky, Tommy Temper really wants to get into some ranked play. He's been watching a lot of the games. He's been playing some ranked and shit. So we might see Tommy at some events. He might pull through to some events.
I gotta say this because like I feel like it's kind of unfair to Charlie. I feel like people look at like the move that we made with Dylan, and it's like like downplays like Charlie. I feel like bro, like we did like we didn't bring Charlie. Like we've done the same thing that like with Dill that we did with Charlie. Like we brought Charlie and we won the event instantly. So like I hate that like people downplay the fact that the type of Charlie player is by the thing that like we brought Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
Because
I'm just saying that because he joined and was like, we already know which one is better. You know what I mean? But honestly, like both of them were the exact same thing. We made a roster move, we won an event. So like it doesn't really downplay the fact that Charlie's like a worse player.
Right.
Charlie's great. You just always pack a punch.
Yeah.
I actually think if you put Charlie in a lot of these teams, he'll make a lot of these teams better as well than the teams that are right now. Because there's a lot of dog shit ass teams that are just wasting time. If I'm gonna be honest, like they're
talking about him. So
to be fair, Scrap,
they're not gonna get better.
Makes a lot of those teams better.
Exactly. So like, bro, we gotta go both fucking. We gotta get NA, EU, because bro, I promise you, the EUs are better than a lot of the NAs, and it, like obviously there's a couple good NAs, but a lot of EUs are better than a lot of NAs.
Mm-hmm. Pat, what was your best roster change?
I got so many, Tom. Where do I start?
But what was your best
one, Pat?
But the best one is gotta be the complexity roster.
I mean, that was the most obvious one though. Like Too Quick was not good and Clay was good. I mean, I would argue that our problem was the picking up Too Quick part. That was the bad part.
Oh,
I'll let y'all pick. Okay. Okay. Ready? I got a few on the top of my head. Scump for Fears, Black Ops 1.
Okay.
Clay for Too Quick, obviously. Karma for Clay. Slasher for Neslo in the beginning of AW.
Yep.
Assault for Lamar in BO3. And enable or Chilean Assault for Enable and Nameless in World War II.
I think the Scump one. I think that's your best pickup.
Scump for Fears? Fears is good in BO1 though.
Too Quick, bro.
Yeah, but Scump was unknown.
Yeah, but like
you pick,
I mean,
you
I
put it.
guess.
It's like a
If you
shot
wanna
in the
do
dark.
that,
It's like a
yeah,
shot in the
but-
dark. You know what I mean?
That's Wait, was he unknown before that, Pat?
Well, he was probably
He was-
frying, but
I had actually played with him before. He was LVG Skylight in MW2.
Oh Lord have mercy.
That
There
was
we
the
go,
W2.
Skylight.
That was the year before.
yeah, I mean, he was
and-
godlike, so he probably
and
wasn't that unknown.
playing, He was playing with some shitty team.
Nah, bro, it's gotta be Clay. You dropped
he was
Too
playing
Quick for
with Obey.
Clayster, bro.
Oh yeah,
no
that's
chance.
probably the biggest like upgrade for sure.
The
Going from
you
Too
literally
Quick to
made the
Clayster.
dynasty with Clay. It's gotta be Clay.
I think
Yo, Too Quick got
most
really mad
underrated
at you
move.
last time you were talking about him. Pat. He was tweeting, bro. He was tweeting about you, bro. You were saying
I
some
don't know
shit.
why.
man.
I mean, I like Too Quick. He's a cool dude. It's just he was way better before he joined our team than he was on our team.
Yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes it just doesn't work
he had
out.
one of those events. It was UMG Chicago. He was on Farico, and he was world starring that whole event. We were like, what the fuck are we witnessing? So we're like,
Yeah.
obviously we were dropping Fears either way, but we picked up Too Quick.
Called the
And then-
legacy event.
Yeah, and then we played 1,000 league play matches, which is how you qualified for champs in BO2. For those that don't know, and I think the league play just ruined it. You know,
Yeah,
just
rank play, Brain.
Yeah, dude, it was bad.
Yeah. Sam, what was
I
yours?
don't even know why we qualified that way.
100 team BO4.
Yeah,
Something.
it felt like that one was. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that one's like kind of
Yeah.
like for how absolutely dog pissed we were barely qualifying for the league to arguably should have won 3 events.
Yeah.
And then yeah, definitely that
Yeah.
team.
Well, yeah, I appreciate you, Ray. Thank you so much for hopping in and asking a question.
Thanks.
Yes, sir, man. Take it easy.
Do you guys ever think, wait, do you guys ever think you guys would have fans from Pakistan?
Is that where you are right now? Are you in Pakistan?
I live in Karachi, the map you guys play or watch.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Do you actually?
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. out here.
What the heck?
Approaching time. Yeah.
That's crazy.
This might be the
That's
dumbest
fucking
question
awesome.
ever. Is it actually like that?
Sort of. Some areas, yes.
You got
Some
P4
areas.
in the middle of the street like that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's
Wait, did
that's
you
actually
just ask
crazy.
if a location looks like a map? Half of the
I mean-
MW2 maps were literally modeled after.
They were
real-life
modeled after real
locations.
locations.
There's
Yeah.
a hotel in
Yeah,
Amsterdam.
that map
Dumbass,
is
man. This
what,
guy Scrap's a dumbass, man.
That map location is 10 minutes from my house.
What the
What? That is crazy.
Well, Bruce is in the chat telling you to go ahead and help get P4 changed. So if you can do me a favor.
Shout out to Dashy.
Yeah, the roads are dug up right now, so can't do much there.
That's
last
wild. What
last
the
question is like, can you do the Benjay route like in real life? Like,
Oh,
what's going on there?
Jesus.
Jesus
fuck,
Christ.
Oh, easily. You can jump over anything.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Late to middle. My times are off.
Hey Ray, that's cool, man. That you're down there, bro. I don't think we ever had anybody on the show calling from Pakistan. That's crazy. Thank you for sharing that. It's cool. And I
There's quite a few in the chat, and we all hated that you guys started 6 a.m. But yeah.
yeah, no, that must be tough for sure. And you're a real one for being up right now, watching this right now. You're a real one for that, bro. And I appreciate you for hopping in and asking a question, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for being in here.
Shout out to everybody in Pakistan.
Yeah, shout out to him. That's cool, bro. That's cool as fuck.
I think we should take like one more.
Yeah, let's do one more. We'll do predictions, pot, and we're out. Let's do one more. Who do you guys think? Deck, D-Light,
Sure.
Pat.
Grab Pat, dude. Pat for Pat, man.
Who's this?
I got
Camwell. Camwell, what's going on,
Nope,
Camwell?
I'll go fuck myself.
Camwell, you there? Who
Yo,
the
can you hear me?
Who the?
Damn. There we go.
My bad.
Oh no,
Hey,
we
I
hear
pulled
you
over
now.
on the side of the road.
You're on the side of the
shit.
road.
Question gotta be
I'm on the side of the road for this.
Where you from?
All right, I got a question. You ready?
Okay, go ahead.
Yo, NC.
Okay, cool.
Oh shit.
Well, that's Pat. That's
North
you. That's all
Carolina,
you.
baby.
Part.
Yo, I'm waiting for that GTR to come in through detail, man. Carry,
Wait, where
baby.
are you at? Oh, you in Care? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Are you?
But
Go
my
ahead,
question
Camwell.
is, hypothetically speaking, If y'all won champs right now, even Ben, you just won fucking first place in champs, bro. What's your fuck it purchase that you're making?
Ooh.
No investment, no smart money choices, completely dumb. What's your purchase?
A 911 Turbo S Porsche.
Jesus. Tom Champs don't pay for that no more.
Yeah.
Like
Hey, I was dreaming big. Hey, I was dreaming big. Now it's like what, 250? 250? What is it?
It's up there. They're
200?
yeah.
But yeah, that's what I would get. That's what I would fucking
Good cars.
get.
Great
Yeah.
car.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I think for me, assuming champs cost, probably that's take a good chunk of that and it's a down payment on a house right there.
He said no good
Yeah,
decisions,
so
Ben.
that is.
That's a
No
good.
good-
no
good
positive.
decisions?
Yeah,
I'm
no
on
good.
Brandon's wave. I'm
Get
getting like
ignorant,
a
Ben.
Lambo or some
No,
shit, bro.
yeah,
I'm going like Lambo,
I'm
fucking
going
drop
at-
top lamb. Like,
Listen. I'm going a nice Mercedes
What?
AMG, getting those windows tinted.
What kind of
Sure.
AMG, Ben? What
We
kind
got
of
2
AMG?
cars.
What kind of AMG do you want?
going
That's a good
drop
question.
top lamb all day.
Mm.
Ben, I see you in like an AMG
What do
S,
you-
like
what-
an S
what-
class, like an AMG E63 or an S63, like an S Sport, S63, some shit, something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like an S class would be nice, Ben.
Someone in chat said Prius for Ben.
That's crazy.
Nah,
That's fucking
fuck that.
insane, bro. That's fucking
I-
insane.
S-Class is a big car. Like I'd rather like a souped up.
I see Ben getting like a big ass Sprinter van.
Nah,
A nice ass Sprinter van with no one in it, and he's driving it.
Fucking Sprinter van, bro. Them
A
shit's
nice
expensive.
ass Sprinter van with nice ass seats with no one in it.
Yeah.
Just
Ben
driving it.
driving a party bus.
Hey, it just smells like fucking slippers and papaya. You know what I'm talking?
Nah. Here's what I do, Tom. I do like a AMG GT.
Hey, AMG
that's
GT is
my-
nice.
That's my dream
Yeah.
car. Let's go, Ben.
Yeah, you like a not the 2-door, Ben, the 2-door.
No, they have a 4-door coupe now version of it.
Oh, that's the one I got. I got the AMG
Yeah.
GT. That's the one. You want my car,
Okay.
Ben? You could drive it
Your car-
anytime,
your
Ben.
car's good because listen, the
Yeah,
problem with the
GTR
S,
is my
the
dream
problem
car.
with
That
the
shit's
S-Class,
so nice.
it's a big fucking car. It's a pain in the ass to park. Like it's too big. You don't need a car that fucking big. The GT is gonna give you all the dope for like less fucking.
Wait, have you
car.
driven one, Sam?
Nah, the AMG GTR, not a Nissan.
Oh, got you.
Man, it's a weird flex. It was a weird flex.
You drove that thing?
Huh?
You drove a GTR?
Yeah, I've test driven one. Yeah.
A Mercedes?
Yeah.
What?
The GT.
A GTR is not a Mercedes. A GTR is a Nissan, guys.
Nissan, brother.
Also,
No,
They have an AMG GTR.
Never mind.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
How about eggs and scrap?
I've never even seen that.
I told you, drop top lamb.
There you go.
Top lamb. Okay. Okay.
Don't worry, Chad. They're not
Eggs.
knowers. It's okay.
I don't even know.
Cam, do you work for a car shop? Or you? I heard you say bring your. I heard you tell Pat to bring the car in.
Yeah, I'm a detailer over at the Cary Auto Park.
Oh hell
Just in
yeah! Go
case
ahead,
you
shout
buy
it
that.
out, bro.
There you
Shout
go,
it
bro.
out, man. Don't be afraid to shout yourself out.
Heck yeah, man. Bring that thing in by, man. Come on.
I'm talking
There you
about.
go, Pat.
Okay.
I don't even know what I would do because I already have the car I want, so I'm not sure.
Damn,
What about,
bro.
like, a
It's,
wall?
It doesn't have to be a
it's a
car.
crazy
It could
flex,
be-
Slay. That's a crazy
It could
flex.
be, it could be a rollie. It could be a Gucci bag. It could be some sneaks. It could be a couple of females. You know, I don't know.
What?
What the
I don't
hell?
know. I'm not a big watch guy. That's the
fuck?
thing.
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't even. Shit.
Yeah, well, not even an AP. You don't want an AP, Slay? Maybe an AP and a wrist?
Nah, I'm not a big watch guy, Tom.
Really?
You don't want a new setup, a new mic, a new camera.
Pat, you don't want
You know what I'm
anything in
saying?
life. You don't want
Nah.
nothing. There's nothing else.
Get a
You're
battle beaver or
content.
something.
I got everything
all
I
this, bro.
need.
That's
Bro
not
said
too
win
much.
champs and get a
Hey.
battle beaver.
That's crazy. Pat's got everything.
I
bro.
guess,
He's got
I guess a
everything.
nice. I guess like a nice vacation, like a nice big long.
That was my answer.
Yeah, you're limited, bro.
Big
Like, there's some
vacation.
limited shit.
Yeah, it should be nice.
Yeah, mine's like a watch collection because mine got robbed from out from
No,
underneath.
your whole watch collection?
Yeah, that shit was
Yeah,
me.
bro. Yeah, there
What
you
the
go.
fuck?
Shitter.
Wait, what got
Or like a
robbed?
super
Sam,
nice
Sam, what
vacation.
watches got robbed?
I had 2 Rolexes.
No.
Yeah, there you go. And then or like a
Buy a
super
new
nice
security
vacation like that.
system.
You didn't have insurance?
Oh, those
Nah.
were yours, Sam? My bad.
Oh,
What's up?
No,
Oh,
just
shit.
kidding.
What'd you say?
no,
Fuck
that's
you.
crazy, Pat. Are you kidding me? Hey, Campbell, thank you for hopping in and asking a question, brother. I really appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir,
Dirtbag
bro.
Cam Will, bro.
What happened?
Yo, if we get one more, what would you do to change the top 4 question? I might just never show up again.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No, I mean that was just it was hilarious when Crunchy came in and asked the same thing that we had just talked about. He probably wasn't listening, and in the stage, the audience can listen in, so they could hear us. You know.
Well, let's do predictions.
Yep, let's do predictions. Let's take a look at tomorrow's matches. We got 3 matches tomorrow. We start things off with LA Thieves going up against the Vegas Legion.
God damn it.
I'm going to start things off. I'm going Vegas Legion in this one. I'm going Vegas 3-2. I can see it being a good map, a good series, or a good matchup. I'm going 3-2 Vegas. Scrap, who do you got? Scrap?
I got Thieves.
Thieves?
Yeah, I got Thieves.
My God, let's go. Shout out Ernie.
Sam?
I got Vegas Legion.
Really? For real? Over your squad?
Yeah.
All right. Sam's got Vegas Legion. That's good. Sam, you're motivating him. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, what do you think?
Thieves game 5.
All right. Slay.
I got Legion for sure.
Legion? All right, Pat, we're on the same wave. Hopefully today Vegas goes a little differently than Seattle today. Then we got Carolina going up against the Miami Heretics. I'm going to go Carolina. Just Miami, they just, again, they have talent. I just feel like they've been really struggling to just put it together. They haven't improved since the start of the year. It just seems like they've kind of just been like mellow. They've just been flatlining. So I'm going to go with Carolina here. I'm going to go Carolina 3-1. Carolina. Scrap, who do you got?
I'm going to go with the fat ass. Haley.
Okay. Shout out TJ.
I got the power of Clayster's cowboy hat and Fat
Yeah,
Bob.
no, it depends. If Clay's wearing his cowboy hat,
yep,
they might be checked out.
Yeah, he went to a Rockstar cowboy themed party or some
emo
shit.
Night.
Emo. Oh yeah,
emo.
Cowboy emo night. Yeah. Shout out to Clay. Also,
Texas shit I've ever heard of.
Also, we do FC Black just won map 5 in the Challengers Cup. So shout out to FC Black. It's my squad right there. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead. Who's next, Sam? Ben?
I got Carolina.
Carolina, Ben?
Mm-hmm.
I got Carolina 3, Miami 1.
The Slay.
Carolina for sure.
All righty. And then we got Optic Texas going up against Toronto Ultra.
God, good game.
I'm going to go Toronto Ultra 3-1. I'm going to go Toronto 3-1. Scrap, who do you got?
Why are you asking fucking Scrap about a series I'm playing?
Shut the fuck up.
I got Optic 3-0.
Okay.
There we go.
Sam, who do you got?
You're learning. I like that. I got Ernie 3-1.
Ernie 3-1. Ben.
I'm going to stick with my prediction for my video this week. I got Toronto game 5. I think Optic's best path is taking this.
I got a Brandon Dashy 3.0 KD.
Oh shit! There we go. Let's go, Bruce.
Dashy's in the chat right now too. Shout out to I think Kenny's in here as well. There he is. He's in there. Shout out to all the Optic guys in the chat. It's gonna be a banger series tomorrow. Pat, who you got?
Thank fuck.
Man, you're really dog shit, bro.
A lot of the good series we've had so far have been weird, like the top 4 teams. So I'm gonna go with a DoorDash challenge. Toronto Ultra gets it done in 36 minutes and 34 seconds.
36 minutes and 34 seconds.
Holy shit, he's giving us
what
game
happens to
time.
hits? What happens to
He's giving us game time.
Yeah, game time is we'll get the stopwatch out tomorrow. And we'll see what happens. I think it's gonna be a good series. To be honest with you, I think it's actually gonna be a battle.
God,
One
it's a
match on
good
the
series.
last match Sunday. So that's criminal, by the way. Whoever made that.
Ernie, please give me a good series.
Oh, did I get my
You
prediction?
can't put your
No, I
match
didn't.
first, Ernie, because otherwise all the viewers would leave after game 1.
All right, time
Bro,
for
but like, what about like Friday last match?
Hit that shit, Ben. Hit that shit.
Pat, what about Friday, huh? Why do I have to be Sunday, bro?
Yeah, I mean, gotta get people hooked on the weekend. Like, gotta thinking like it's at the end of the.
Oh,
end
Ben's
of the
stepping
show.
right. Oh shit, he's stepping right up to the
Ben's
plate.
just
Slippy's
into it.
on, and he sinks the paw. Oh
What the
man.
fuck? Ben just went crazy.
Holy
Wait a
shit, we
second.
wasn't even ready for that. He just fucking, he was up and he was out. Fast. Jesus
What the fuck
Christ.
is-
it's confidence, bro.
Ben, you got somewhere to be, bro?
Yeah, Ben, that's good
Nah,
work,
just
Jay.
This is confidence, bro.
He's
What?
learning from MC. That's how MC's been playing.
No facts. It's the confidence. It's the confidence for
That's
sure.
a New York subliner special right there.
Nah,
Did you hear
deadass.
did you hear what happened to me today? Speaking of MC, so I'm streaming this morning and I get like poke cheese and I'm like, oh, I think it's fucking MC. Like they get off, I text MC, MC like doesn't respond. Then Riley comes in my chat And Riley was the one who joined TeamSpeak pretending to be MC, pretending to be someone fucking else.
What?
Oh my God, there's
Now I'm getting trolled by Riley pretending to be MC. Like I was actually fucking.
No, that's actually
levels
insane.
to this
Riley's
shit.
actually hitting you with that. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and I actually fell for it. So shout out to him.
That's fucking crazy. But listen, guys, that is going to do it for us today here on The Flank. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Huge shout out to Scrappy for hopping on. I appreciate you, Scrap.
Yes, sir.
And then huge shout out to everybody that tuned in today for the watch party and everything. So shout out to Parasite. Hopefully he's feeling better. Hopefully his voice is coming back. Christopher Duarte, man,
I
is.
think he's lying, bro. He's at a rave.
You think he's at another rave? I don't know,
said he
bro.
had one
The,
tonight.
the raves are fucking him up, bro. He can't. He
Wait,
could barely
said
fucking
he
talk.
said he had one tonight and tomorrow, bro. He might be.
See,
He might be
he's
getting
not
sturdy.
sick. He told
Yeah,
you
nah,
guys
he's not fuck. Yeah, nah.
He might
Yeah,
be getting sturdy to a breakdown. Dude.
yeah. We'll see what
Who's he
happens.
go
bro.
with? Who's he go with?
I don't know. Probably got a group of friends.
Just ass.
You know, but that's gonna do it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Go to anchor.fm/The Flank. Check out audio we're on. Go follow at The Flank on Twitter. Gert's doing a phenomenal job running social. We might even make an Instagram account as well, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. And go to ZOOMA.gg. The merch is dropping there soon, so go sign up over there on ZOOMA.gg, man. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Brush your hair. Take it easy. And we'll see you guys tomorrow in another episode of The Flank, man. Later, man. Peace.
To be honest, he's probably with Assault for how fast Assault wanted that series to be done.